Good evening, Spartan football fans, and welcome to the Mayo football live stream. First broadcast to YouTube. I am Matt Bodine, joined by Jay Hansen, set to bring you season opener, home opener, right here in Rochester against the Burnsville Blaze. Jay, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. What a great night. Blood is pumping. Opening night of high school football.
You know, the interesting thing about football in the fall is the weather. You never know what it's going to do. This one's a bit warm. Not a cloud in the sky. The flag is pretty still. It's going to be a nice night for football.
Yeah, once that sun goes down, it'll be perfect. I remember quite a few games back in my day where the humidity just tore you up this time of year, so we're lucky we don't have that in the air tonight.
Absolutely right. In fact, a Monday practice probably got missed because of that heat. Maybe they got some work done inside, but being outside was ill-advised.
Yeah, do they practice in the morning? They might be practicing in the morning right now.
Actually, you're right. So, you're right. With the new schedule change, school doesn't start till 8:50.
Right.
Gives them plenty of time. And yeah, if you want to actually hear more about that, I advise you to check out the coach Donnie Holcomb Coach's show on our YouTube channel. Posted today. He talks about that and many other things coming into the season. What to expect. We've got rosters pretty much turned over this season.
Yeah, they graduated a lot of seniors, a lot of skill players, a lot of kids that played a lot of minutes last year. So it'll be interesting to see with the new kids coming in to fill those spots how they do.
Absolutely right. You know, and typically the way it goes is they get maybe some special teams action first to get out on the field. And then now going to be put in there, ready to rock. This is 6A football. The Spartans' second season in 6A.
Yeah, and I think they learned a lot from last year. They represented really well last year. I would assume they tailored their off-season programs to kind of bump up to that next level.
That's absolutely right.
Maybe change some of their philosophies as far as how they operate their offense and defenses. And they're excited to implement that starting tonight.
And it was, in fact, last year's 6A opener against Burnsville on the road, so kind of a repeat, just this time in Rochester. I know that game, Burnsville led late into the fourth, or at least into the fourth. Mayo came back and got the victory, so certainly the Burnsville Blaze looking to get some redemption tonight on opening night.
I'm sure they remember that from last year. I think it was probably a pretty even game, and we're probably going to see a pretty even game here tonight, too.
I see viewers on board with us, Jay. I think everything's live and going. This live stream is kind of a new project for Mayo football. I know we see a lot of other programs, especially those South Metro programs, have such just outstanding live streams for all sports. So Mayo football getting behind it. I personally helped out with the hockey live stream. That's why they tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, can you help us out? That's why we're here. So stay with us. This is, I must admit, all my prep was in the equipment, and I haven't really looked at much on-field stuff. So hopefully with your expertise, Jay, both Jay and myself, Mayo alumni.
That's correct, yep.
And Jay, football standout, played some college football in Winona State, even coached this team for a while.
Yes, I did, yep, for 9 years here.
And then decided to raise a family. Is that what took you away from the field?
That is what took me away, yep. I had 2 young kids, and I had enough football.
And so now your youngest son graduated with mine last year. Do you have any hopes of or any thoughts of getting back into it, Jay?
We'll see how tonight goes.
Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to enjoy having you stand next to me, so up in this box is where I want you personally, but we will see.
Yes, we will.
Some on-field pregame stuff happening. I know that they're pretty excited to show off some of the new additions to the field. But with the sunlight still out, I don't think we'll see those lights until later.
If you look, I mean, you can look up now and see them, and they've already directed them at the end zone.
So let me see if I can get a shot of these. These lights are brand new, and they are pretty pretty customizable, is what I hear. They can you can set them to music and have it kind of pulse with, with a Thunderstruck or something like that.
Strobe.
So I know that they've got at least one song dialed in and programmed in, so we'll see how that goes for the night. But
well, that just adds to this whole experience. I mean, we're playing with the big boys. We got to act like a big program.
Absolutely right. And where would you rather be on a Friday night? In Rochester, it looks like pretty much a full capacity. Well, A couple extra seats.
Oh, it'll fill in
But
by
still
game
filling
time.
in. Oh, yeah, line out front.
This
or line
side
out
will
back.
this side will be full by game time. Can't say that about the other side, but there's a few trickling in over there.
So we'll be ready to bring you South Metro. So this is not a conference game, but this is a 6A South Metro game. Student section dressed up for the occasion. Jay, do you know anything about that?
From what I hear, it's they're treating this like a business or like a business trip.
Not sure if I can get around this corner. I can't see the student section.
They're all wearing a nice shirt and tie.
We'll catch.
You might catch some of them walking across the front of the bleachers, maybe.
There's band director Aaron Cole, I believe. No, is that a student? I can't tell.
Sparty's even has a tie on.
Does he have a tie on?
Yeah.
Let's get a look at Sparty. Oh, look how sharp Sparty looks.
All right,
Here comes the Burnsville squad onto the field.
Those are nice looking uniforms, though. It's hard to beat that black and gold.
They look sharp. Absolutely right.
You know, maybe the only thing that beats that is green and gold.
School song of the Mayo Spartan. Do they have the same school song, or are they just playing the Mayo school song while the team comes
I don't
up?
know. I'm not versed in Burnsville school song, but
you know, talking about 6A, Mayo's just second season in 6A kind of translates to probably the second time ever that these two teams have played each other. Like I said, I was worried about equipment.
Right.
Didn't have a chance to look into the history, but outside of last year, I'm not sure what the rest of the Mayo versus Burnsville looks like historically.
Historically, there would not have been too many occasions where they've crossed paths that I can think of.
Boys getting queued up behind the tunnel. Get some views of this, and then we'll bring you opening kickoff just after that. Highlight some players to watch this season on the Mayo Spartan squad. Isaiah Beal is going to be carrying that ball. He's been 3-year starter going into his senior year, and he did a lot of the heavy lifting for the Spartans, who actually showed up pretty well in their first 6A season, won a playoff game on the road, and then had Stillwater on the ropes in their next one.
Yeah, that is right. They represented really well for their first year in 6A. Isaiah was a big part of that, and I would imagine he'll be the bell cow here this season.
Calder Sheehan will get the start at quarterback. This will be his first year. Trajan Grimsrud graduated last season, was at least a 2-year starter at quarterback. I'm not sure if he got in there in his sophomore year. Calder Sheehan equal to the task. He goes both ways, plays a lot of defense as well, and is a very, very outspoken leader on this team.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's the emotional leader of this team. I think you'll see that with his play. He might be kind of a jack of all trades. He might be playing more than just quarterback. You know, it sounds like they'll put him in other positions too. So look for that coming up.
Looks like the first unforced error of the live stream. I had my graphic up the whole time they were running through the tunnel. Wow.
Hey, This is our first game too. We got to expect a few mistakes.
We'll pause here and honor our country with the national anthem kickoff just after that. Thanks for tuning in.
Please welcome the Spartans of Mayo. And now, if you are able, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we join the Mayo High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Aaron Cole to pay our respects to the great flag of the United States of America as they play our national anthem.
And a beautiful rendition under the direction of Aaron Cole, the Mayo Band.
The Mayo Band does a great job. Aaron Cole has been here for many, many years, and it's, you know.
The energy that he brings is
absolutely.
so incredible. I love just going to the concerts. He's part of the reason I like going to concerts.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the halftime entertainment with the dance team and the band, it's nobody really leaves their seat. Everybody likes to watch that.
So if you are out there in YouTube land, be advised, our chat box is open. You can interact with us.
Oh boy.
A huge welcome to Burnsville, because that's part of the 6A, Jay, is it's like 60, 70 miles for a lot of these teams to come down here and for us to go up there. So staying home and watching online is one of the reasons why I'm very proud to be a part of this, especially for the away team. Of course, we'll be doing just the home games.
Right.
But as I mentioned, they do such an outstanding job in the Metro that I get the luxury of watching it.
That's right.
On my end, it looks like something got screwed up here with the camera too, another unforced error, but I think we're in business just before kickoff. We'll see. I have not heard a coin flip result.
Well, we are kicking off. I don't
go.
know if we deferred and if we won the toss and deferred, but nonetheless we are kicking off. You know, Ethan Post, one of the best kickers in the state, if not one of the best in the nation.
Senior captain, yes, and nationally recognized. I think the last I heard, a top 5 kicker, definitely getting some attention, and it's.
There go the lights.
Oh, you can see him blinking, just can't really enjoy him.
Right, it's too bright, right, or too light out right now, but that'll be cool last half of the season.
Ethan Post set to kick it off. He is one of the senior captains with the big leg. Hopefully he won't have to use it much in the game unless kicking PATs, and the ball is off. Looks like it's going to reach the end zone, and a touchback is called. Back to receive for Burnsville was Quentin Platt, but that flew well over his head. And a touchback is the call. So we're spinning lots of plates up here, Jay. We've got to reset this clock for one. It's part of my pregame test. We'll start it 1 second early. So we're spinning all the plates. I'm running the camera. Jay's helping out with a bunch of stuff. We've got the scoreboard that you see on the screen is completely operated by us as well. So if it's off, we'll catch it up. Don't yell at your screen if it's not running. That is.
It's not official, is what you're saying.
It's a lot of plates up here. One of them's going to drop at some point. We're going to try to run the downs. We'll see how distracted we get. First play from scrimmage. Looks like Andrew Dickhausen getting the start, and he's scrambling to his right, rolling. He's got room now, and he throws one.
That
incomplete.
Good pressure by the D-line. Like to see a little better contained so he can't get out there and scramble and have an open look, but we also had good coverage downfield where he had nobody to throw to. So,
quarterback is a senior, 6'2", 175. I believe he was the quarterback last year as well in that game, so he is absolutely looking for revenge. Near hash is where they will set up this 2nd and 10 attempt. This time under center is Dickhausen.
Oh, he's in that short shotgun.
Oh, he is. I thought he was.
Yeah, they call that a pistol formation, maybe.
There he goes. He sends his man in motion.
Option.
And around the corner, he's going to get a couple yards on the outside. He got his first down, and out at about the 47-yard line, 45-yard line. I don't see a number 8 on the roster.
I don't either.
We'll have to listen to
it might be number not number 9.
We might have to pull off one of our headsets and listen to the stadium mic to get a name on that. Nice run for number 8. We'll catch him up when we get a chance. He was the man in motion. Little fake up the middle and then an option play. Here's another
pass.
Coming near side, balls in the air. Nice ball. It's a nice ball, but no receivers in the area. And sorry about this, we're way behind on the.
That was a design. I mean, the quarterback was throwing there the whole time. There was no read there. if he was reading anything, that guy was covered the whole time. There was no reason to even throw it that way. So it was a one-step, throw it up to, I'm guessing maybe that's one of their better players. They just want to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah. It was a beautiful ball. Yeah, just nobody in the area. First comment of the night award goes to Kyle Sindler. Thanks for tuning in.
That's right. Let's go Spartans.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dickhausen in the same formation, trying to get his man in motion, and he does. That's
fumble.
Ben Watson fumble, and on it immediately are the Spartans.
All right, that pushes Burnsville back to about 3rd and 16. Just short of the 40. You're looking at most likely a passing down. If they're not too comfortable in that yet, they might be looking at a screen or a draw here. As a defense, we just got to plant our feet at the sticks and make sure that nobody's running past us. Get a little depth with our linebackers in the pass coverage.
With 11 minutes to go in the first period, we'll catch the clock up when we get a chance. Dickhausen's looking to complete his first 3rd down attempt. He's going to roll near side and just evades that pressure, steps up, ball's thrown and tipped away.
There we go.
And that's going to bring up 4th and long, 4th and 16 from the 39-yard line. See what head coach of the Burnsville Blaze, Vince Varpness, decides to do here.
Yeah, Dickhausen's got some scramble ability for a big guy. We should have had him sacked twice, but he escaped. So
big, tall. Yeah, he's got legs to run, and he's got good vision. That height.
That pressure adds up, though. It's cumulative. We keep doing that. It'll get to them. They're going to run out of time here. Oh, they got it off.
Kick is away. Set to receive are the Spartans. Oh, and hit immediately.
That's all right.
Upon
Perfect.
catching it was Danny Miskowski.
I'm a big fan of catching every punt. If you let that ball bounce, that's wasted yards in favor of the other team most of the time. So I was
control of it.
Yep,
right?
I coached punt return. I was a punt returner. It was always our goal to catch every punt whenever possible.
I will absolutely accept feedback in the comments if you got any suggestions. We'd like to hear it. Criticism, not so much.
Constructive criticism.
Sure. First down and 10 for the Spartans. Here's Sheehan. Takes the snap, little handoff. That's Beal. Gets a couple yards after contact. Looked like he got hit behind the line of scrimmage and was able to manage about 3, Jay.
Yep, just kept driving his legs. I would assume that's the type of back he is. He won't go down with the first hit.
He got 5, in fact, so 2nd and 5 coming for the boys.
Yeah, and they run this no huddle here, and it keeps the defense from being able to switch. They call all their plays, from the sideline.
If you listen to the Donnie Holcomb coaches show on our YouTube, you would have heard the statement from him. Here's a pass right at the sticks is Boguslawski, and he battles his way.
Nice.
And it's a first down.
Nice. That was a nice hitch route right at the sticks. Fairly easy throw and catch. I bet they've run that play 1,000 times.
Coach Holcomb mentioned that I think one of the things they learned in the 6A competing in 6A last season was they got to run the ball more often and with a little bit more authority. Typically a passing offense, this Mayo Spartans. Of course, why wouldn't you if you have Grimser's arm?
Yeah, correct.
But this year, I think they're really trying to get the run game going. So far we've seen 1 run, 1 pass, first down Spartans.
There's a runs end round.
And he's got some space. That was Canfield, Jacob Canfield getting his first touch. Looks like he got about 4 on that.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir when it comes to running. I come from the old school, full house, backfield. We
They could stop you, right? If you run 4 yards every time.
Yeah, you get a first down in 3 plays. So
right. 3 yards, though, you got a 4th and 1.
Yeah. A lot of that depends on what you have up front, though,
That was that quick Mayo math, Jay. Being an alumni really came in handy there. Here's this little sling pass to the outside, and it's Canfield again. Oh, he gets tackled around the neck. Is a flag going to come in?
Nah.
Wow, that was a bit high, but
that was almost a lateral, too, so had he not caught that, I hope he would have been aware to jump on it.
So no yards gained there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. First 3rd down conversion attempt for the Spartans. And it is going to take, we do have rosters in our hands, Jay, but we're going to have to learn these names quick.
Yeah, it'll take us a while.
So third down play coming. Sheehan takes a snap, looking to pass, has no room, and he slings one to Boguslawski. What an athletic play.
Down.
Holy moly.
What a play.
While getting tackled up high, was able to get that pass off.
And it was underhanded.
Yeah, kind of like a little
shovel.
Brett Favre a la shovel pass, just found a way to get it done. And that brings up first down for the Spartans. Moving the chains, third down conversion.
That was dangerous but impressive at the same time. What a strong kid Calder is.
Looks like 3 wide receivers right, 2 left, nobody in the backfield. Sheehan's going to take this snap, and he's just going to run it for about, he's still going yards after contact, and he got about 9 yards. 6 of them, I'd say, were earned the hard way. That's going to set up a short second down here for the Spartans.
Yeah, he's got some real powerful legs, it looks like, and just keeps driving those feet.
We got a shout out to Big Brody Cawthorn, starting center. Go Spartans. He got in the homecoming game because of injury. I think Will Smith, who was the senior center last season, had to vacate the game. Gave Cawthorn the chance to get in.
Oh, yep, we got a motion on us. We flinched.
And there's the flag.
I believe it's our right tackle. Or I'm sorry, that's our tight end. Nope, right tackle, 63. Brandon Lillis.
So Brandon Lillis, after the infraction, will bring up a 2nd and 6. Still manageable after that first down effort by Calder Sheehan. Sheehan, one of the captains. Ethan Post as well. Boguslawski, a captain this year. Isaiah Beal, running back, who is to Sheehan's left. See if he gets a nice touch on the 2nd and 6. And also Casey Kramer, 3-year starter for the Spartans. The 5th captain. Another flag. Looks like some kind of illegal shift or something.
Yeah, I think we had 2 guys in motion at the same time. Going the wrong direction here, Matt.
Yeah, this is one of those things that first game jitters, maybe, you just got to get through it.
Yeah, I would think so. Hopefully they settle down. You don't want penalties to be the difference in your game. You play a good game other than penalties, you'll still end up losing the game. So get that under control.
I heard John Marshall won a game on the road.
Apple Valley against Apple Valley.
Yes,
they did.
And to me, Jay, that's the part about the 6A that just takes it all away from us, is we don't get to have that crosstown rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
Last year was the first year in 60-some years that they haven't played each other. Looking deep.
Drops back. Here's the ball away. Ball caught over coverage.
Intercepted.
Oh, it's intercepted. It is caught, but it's caught by a white jersey, and that is going to be a turnover. The ball was intended for Max Durgan.
That was a fantastic play by the defensive back. He was in a good trail position. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be a fan of Burnsville, but
it's a football play.
Yeah, exactly. And he was in a good trail position. It was a great throw.
Ball was there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they both fought for it. He just came down with it on the fall and roll.
Yeah, its trajectory, the pass trajectory was right to the arms of the intended receiver, but the D-back just got there and stole it. Fooled me, in fact, because I didn't see the interception. Jay picked it up. He's got eagle eyes up here. And it is a turnover. The Blaze will start from the 12-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Clock is way off, 6:26 officially. We'll get that caught up. And as we get our legs under us as well, I kind of had some jitters, to be honest. It's like, oh boy, I just want it to work so good.
Well, this is my first time ever doing it, so I had a few jitters myself.
Here's a handoff, another number not rostered.
Number 3?
Number 3.
Yeah, not on the roster.
I see 2 number 2s and no number 3. Very interesting. So we'll do our best with that. Maybe we can get Coach Kurt Nelson to run and get some names for us.
Next time he pokes his head in here, we'll send him on an errand.
5:55, clock is moving. 2nd down and 15 yards. Dickhausen moves his man in motion. Actually, two guys in motion. It's a little bit of a shift.
Yeah, they can reset.
Oh,
they
ball
didn't get reset.
Yeah, the flag came in. I'm glad one of them saw it because that receiver did not get set.
That's right.
And that's going to be a penalty.
Well, we're getting them backed up to their own end zone here.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 20 from inside the 5-yard line. "57 viewers. Thanks for joining Mayo football." I apologize if I say Mayo boys hockey. Have I done it yet?
No, you haven't yet, but I think you were about to there.
I was. I had to stop, and then in my brain I had to think. It wasn't was on bad. So I do apologize, but Mayo football live stream is in business.
We've had pressure on them this whole time. This is a good time to get more pressure. There it is.
Dickhausen in the end zone, scrambling, gets tackled. Did he get out of the end zone? Safety.
They call the safety.
Yeah, those penalties got him back into a dangerous area, and it was all Dickhausen could do to try to avoid that. He just about escaped. But I don't know if the ball did get out, but because the contact was made,
I think his knee was probably down as the ball was coming out, and the official was right on the line. He could see that his knee was down and the ball wasn't out yet. But, our defensive line is just eating up Burnsville. I mean, I don't know if he's had a drop back where he hasn't been pressured yet. So
yeah, they're getting through up the middle, and that's the big thing too. Coach Holcomb mentioned in 6A is the line.
Absolutely,
is everything. Well, in football, the line is everything.
Right,
especially in 6A.
It always has been. If you have the horses up front, you're gonna do well. And that's the type of stuff that he mentioned in his first ever coaches show. Is that the first ever coaches show?
Absolutely. Have you not watched it yet?
I've watched it. Yes,
it's good.
Yeah, it is good.
And I'm telling you. So Rob Cawthorn, this is the brainchild of Rob Cawthorn, who really is the guy who's been my advisor with the live stream as well. So, I mean, he's the one that's really kind of making this happen. I got the how-to, and he's got the how-do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to do it. He knows what he wants me to do.
Sure.
So, which is very different than the hockey side where I'm just, that's my baby. This is his baby, and I'm just executing his vision. So we talked about doing that this week. We recorded it Wednesday. I was up till 3 a.m. last night editing it because I was so excited about kickoff that we got it up there. It was it turned out a little bit better than I expected based on those kind of that recipe.
Well, that's awesome that you guys are able to put that together.
And we plan on doing it even so. We will only be broadcasting home games on the live stream, but we do plan to do the coaches corner. I don't. It's so new that I don't even have the name down pat yet. The Donnie Holcomb Coaches Show.
There you go.
We're going each week. So we'll talk about what to expect going on the road, what it's like to be a Mayo Spartan. If you're a young player in the south side of Rochester and you're excited about playing football, pay attention to Coach Holcomb's advice right now. Here the kick is away. Short kick. It's going to be picked up by the Spartans. And he's got room to run. Got to midfield and passed it. I believe that was number 14, Miskowski, back to receive.
Yeah, no, that helps when after a safety, they have to kick off from the 20, so you're already gaining 20 yards there.
That's right.
And he kicked it right to him. He didn't even make him run to the side, sideline to sideline, so he was able to get ahead of steam before anybody could even put a hand on him. So they're in great field position right now. I mean, I know Ethan Post is a great kicker, and this might be exaggerating, but they're not far from field goal range.
They're not far. He banged in a 49, we gave him a 49 and a half. We wanted to call it 50, but I don't think we could give him that. But 49 and a half yarder last season was so exciting on homecoming night.
That's
Capacity
awesome.
Crowd. You can see actually the clip in that coach's corner.
Oh, sure.
This time,
that's Boguslawski.
Boguslawski gets the handoff, and it looked like it was Isaac Peterson who was in at quarterback right now. So kind of mixing things up early as Coach Donnie Holcomb, giving Peterson some reps. Not sure if... So the last play was that interception. I don't know if there was an injury, or we'll have to figure out what's keeping Sheehan out.
Well, Sheehan was in on defense that last series, and
giving him some.
Yeah, I think he's just giving him a rest here. That was There goes Isaiah.
Oh, Beal on the outside, got away from one. He's got room, big hit, still going. Dragged down from behind by Jobert for the Blaze.
There was a big hole up there off the left tackle. He wasn't touched hardly till he got to the second level, so he's going to run a lot of people over when that's the case.
If he gets there, he is very hard to stop. And then he's shifty when he's there as well.
Right.
So from
first and goal, they're right on the 10. So
right at the 10, yeah,
Yep.
first and goal. Here's Peterson. And
offsides on defense, maybe?
It is an encroachment.
Yep.
He's got his hands on his hips, yep. So
That right defensive end for Burnsville started creeping across a little early when he saw that motion go.
that's going to set the boys up in even better position here on first down. It's going to be 1st and 5 from the 5. Noah Hagen, the receiver on the near side, split out wide in motion and a handoff. Beal up the middle. He's going to break through everybody, get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, and if you happen to look, the offensive line just demolished the D-line. The whole D-line was pushed back into the end zone. Yeah. I mean, they're just dominating up front right now.
That's what gets it done. And Beal takes advantage, gets through, and gets into the end zone. 8-0 Spartans. Here early, 4:15 officially on the clock. Pay no attention to your clock on your screen because I've been off pretty much the whole time. And this little device I have to manage the clock, I did this just before driving here this afternoon, so I'm not even used to it at all. Here's the PAT, and there's the first shot of a place kick by Ethan Post, and that thing got all the way over the track. So 7 for the Spartans brings the score to 9-0.
9-0.
And that's why, Jay, I think what we really need actually is another guy. So if you're out there and not doing anything, you want to come to these games, sit up here with us, be a camera guy, be a clock operator for our stream, that would improve it.
Yeah, that would take a lot off your plate if you didn't have to operate the clock, the down and distance.
Yes, yes.
Maybe you can teach me at halftime how to do that.
Okay, I like that.
I can't screw it up any worse than you have.
It is a little tricky, but we can make it happen. The nice thing is, this is an amateur operation, and we are amateurs.
We are amateurs. We have that to fall back on. It's not an excuse. It's a reason.
And I tell you what, Jay, all of this interest that I have in this video stuff started when I was in Mayo High School because I was in the TV production class.
Oh, cool.
And the Spartan scene was what, kind of what we produced. And that just, it started something in me, a fire that I just love this. And unfortunately, I've heard that program is no longer in existence.
Oh, that's too bad.
So
that was there when I was in school.
Yeah. Maybe I need to step up and get that going again somehow.
Well, yeah. Ooh,
here's a little pooch
kick.
And they're
where he
flagging.
must have been offsides.
So flag did come in on the pooch kick attempt. Spartans did come up with the loose ball, but I think a lot of players, they hear that whistle and they stop their aggressive play. So.
Well, they tried catching them off guard. They must have saw something the way they were lined up that they called that.
It was a pretty beautiful,
beautifully
placed kick.
Yeah, it was perfect.
With a little end-over-end rotation.
I didn't see which side of the line was offsides, if it was the near side or the far side, but must have been, they must have been offsides by enough for him to blow the whistle.
Kickoff infraction will now place the ball at the 35-yard line.
Let's see if he can get it into the end zone.
Get a little mustard on this.
He's going to try.
And
he's back to return.
Tucker?
Is that Tucker? Demetrius Tucker? It's hard to see.
It is hard to see.
Hard to see their numbers.
Binoculars might be nice. Oh, you do have binoculars.
Oh, yeah, I come prepared.
This guy.
I just got to take my glasses off to see them.
And now set to kick again. This time Post is going to probably give it a launch, and he does. Big kick. And it gets to the end zone. Oh, it's number 5.
Number 5.
And it's going to be a touchback. Wow, so 5-yard penalty didn't stop Ethan Post from getting all the leg on it.
And I believe they can't return it out of the end zone in high school.
Oh, is that the rule? So
I
if
think
you
so.
get it to the end zone,
It's a dead ball.
Got it.
So that's the way it's always been, but I've been out of the game for quite a while, so I don't think they've changed that
They
rule.
have not, it appears. Another comment coming in. Javier Diaz says, let's go Mayo. So it's all Mayo in the chat right now, Burnsville. I hope you're out there watching. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to learn your boys' names fast.
Well, it's hard when we don't have a very accurate program.
It does seem, and I have no, I can't imagine the logistics it takes to get that stuff going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't complain about that.
No, we're not
anyway.
picking on anybody about that.
Ooh, looked
Quick
like
hitch.
the receiver, number 5, might have started to really play. Still got off in its completed pass. Number 11 is the receiver. That is Dane Heinen.
That's a smart way to come out of this for this offensive series for Burnsville. They've been getting pressure when they drop back.
Yeah, quick.
So
quick.
now it's just catch and throw.
Yep.
Catch and throw.
Move that ball. Try to get some flow going. Get a first down. They're still looking to get their first of the game, I believe. Spartans able to capitalize and get a safety after the interception on their first possession. And here is Dickhausen with 2 yards to go on second down.
Sheehan's out there at cornerback if you were, or outside linebacker, or safety if you were concerned about him at all.
Where is the ball, Dickhausen?
That's the
nice
option.
fake.
He wanted to run the option to the left, but they had it sniffed out, so he cut it back, and they blew that. Spartans blew that play up right away.
Looked like they lost a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, they have the option to either run or pass here. They haven't run the ball a whole lot.
3 minutes to go here, first quarter. Rochester, Minnesota is our location. Mayo High School, the host of this 6A contest. Dickhausen from the pistol. And handoff up the middle.
No, fake.
Oh, another fake.
There's the option.
His legs kept moving.
He's short. I think he's short of the first down by a yard.
Does look like it's going to be 4th and 1 yard. We'll see what's.
It's like they're sending in the punt crew.
Yeah, Varpness just not ready to risk it quite yet.
No, it's too early in the game. They're in their own territory.
So punt team on. And for the Spartans, back to receive is Miskowski.
Jamison Jobert is back to punt for Burnsville.
There's a snap. Jobert gets it off.
End over
end. Wow. Miskowski comes up, kicks it. He touched it, I believe,
Yeah.
and Burnsville recovers, and that's going to work out well. There's it for them.
Well, Burnsville's leading the turnover battle. I mean, I like how he came up and was aggressive to try to field it, but you have to field it.
Yeah, he took your playbook. Like you said, catching that ball is everything, especially that end over end is definitely going to do a random thing. Unfortunately, in his stride, it kind of looked like it was just out of reach, touched it, and Burnsville comes up with a muffed punt.
Looked like it might have. Looked like it went right through his arms, like he didn't close them together enough.
Sets up 1st and 10 for the Blaze, their best field position of the night so far on their offensive side of the 40-yard line, on the 40-yard line on the offensive side now. And we'll see what Dickhausen can do with this second turnover of the game. Oh, that's
they called it.
And that's, I saw that earlier. He kind of took off.
Yep, that's the second time he did it.
Got away with it last time. This time it was a little too much of an advantage.
Looked like he was running a vertical too.
Yeah, he was going downtown.
he wanted to get an early start on going deep there.
We have seen that Dickhausen throws a nice ball.
Yeah.
So if he can kind of get one off, especially on first down after a muffed punt like that, probably a good time for it.
Well, I'm sure they were thinking, let's go big after a turnover. Why not?
So that will bring us to 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Dickhausen looks to throw, and here's the pass. Going to be intercepted right there by the Spartans. And
that's
return.
Max Durgan.
Max Durgan. Pretty much the easiest interception he's ever going to have.
Yeah, he was just playing center field back there. And, you know, they came back with the same play. That was the play they were going to run. It looked like the same play that they were going to run when they were offsides the play before. So,
yes.
Or when they false started the play before. You know, a smart safety kind of can read that and see that. And, yeah, that's, like you said, that you don't get too many of them that easy.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was a miscommunication on the route or what caused that, but the turnover on the side of the Spartans.
No, it was a poor throw is what it was.
Okay.
Because he threw it between the two receivers. One receiver was short, one was long, and he didn't really know which one he was throwing to.
Here's Isaiah Beal, finds some room. He's on the inside. Now he's cutting back to the inside. He's got room now. Midfield, makes a move, still on his feet. He's at the 30-yard line dancing around, makes moves, still going. 25, 20, 15-yard line is where they finally get him down. And that's the excitement this kid brings.
I think he just ran about 95 yards
he
for
did.
a 40-yard
Yeah,
run.
Absolutely right.
That was fun to watch.
Absolutely right. So big running play by Isaiah Beal. Question in the chat comes from my mom, Jay. Got to answer this one. She says, what number is Canfield? Jacob Canfield is my cousin Joe's son, so that's family. Number 20, Mom. Pay attention to number 20. Here's Sheehan on the outside. He's back in the quarterback position. He's going to get to the edge, but couldn't get around the pursuit. Well done by Ben Watson. Tackle was made inbound, so clock should continue to run. We're inside the final minute here of the first quarter on opening night at Mayo High School Athletic Field. Does this field have a sponsored name, Jay? That's one thing I'm not 100% on. Is it just Mayo High School Field, or do they actually should we be recognizing?
No, I don't know what the field name is.
I might have to do some research on that one.
I think the track has a name. I think it's the Dick Norman track, I think. A longtime track coach.
Okay. So 24 seconds officially as that snap was executed, and it's just short, yeah?
Going to be close to a first down right here.
Looks like clocks keeps running. So
it's like we're just
seconds.
short, third and inches.
Third and inside a yard.
They're going to take it to the second quarter.
So good start. Couple mistakes, which is not surprising on opening night. But the boys overcome it. They actually got points off the first mistake, the interception,
right,
which is nice. The defense picked up the boys on the offense on that one. And then the muff punt was picked up on right away also with the interception.
Yeah,
very next play.
The defense here is the story to me right now. They're just smothering Burnsville. You know, Burnsville's leading in the turnover battle, but they also have a safety and, you know, a couple penalties, so it's jitters for them also.
And that's kind of the thing about high school football, just high school sports in general, is with the way your students, your seniors graduate, your young guys come in, it's always kind of random. You know, who's going to fill the spots? Everybody's got roles, but easy to see some variance season to season.
Oh, yeah, very easy. And the coaches think they know what they have in practice, and they hope that shines through during the game, but you don't really know until they get on the field like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then from there you can adjust. But I think they like what they're seeing. I'm guessing this is what they were expecting from their team.
So first quarter in the books here, 9-0. The Spartans lead the Blaze. Boys back on the field ready for a third and very short.
Got two backs in the backfield. You don't see that very often for Mayo.
And it's going to be a rollout, wow. And a pass, wow. Looked like Sheehan had plenty of room to run it, and if he wanted, but he saw Beal standing there, might as well throw it. Touchdown completion.
I think that was Hagen or Canfield.
Was it Canfield?
I think it was Canfield.
Okay, it was number 20. There you go. I saw a 6 and it was a 0. Good call. I even told my mom you got to watch number 20.
I know, and you didn't watch number 20.
Oh my! I'm never gonna live that one down. I bet he's got family. I bet Jason Canfield, his uncle's probably watching. Shout out to Jason.
Oh, hopefully your mom is cheering loudly right now.
So Sheehan to Canfield, 4-6. Here's the PAT by Post, and he gets it through the uprights, which he is so apt to do, and it's 7 more points on the board. It's going to be 16-0 lead here for the Spartans early in the second period. So early, in fact, your clock didn't even move. Wow. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? So 16-0 early in the second. Coach Donnie Holcomb has his boys prepared up front, and they are executing quite well. You see a lot of these players, Jay. I know we talk a lot of safety in our spare time.
Yeah, we do.
The Guardian caps that the boys are wearing out there are kind of a new technology. Do you know anything about these things? They certainly didn't exist when you played.
No, and I was going to ask you the same thing. It's all the linemen that are wearing them, it looks like, offense and defensive linemen.
Okay.
All those positions that are guaranteed to have a battle each play.
Off the snap, your heads collide.
And I wish I knew the science behind them, but there's got to be something behind them that they help prevent the concussions.
Well, that's a beautiful thing because that's the one thing in this sport that is unfortunate and sometimes unavoidable, really, but it's such a beautiful game. So post set to kick off here after the touchdown completion to Jacob Canfield. Gets his first touchdown, junior wide receiver. And Ethan Post approaches the ball and then lets it go with his big right leg and over end.
That one's going to be short.
Yeah, good return and some speed, and one man to beat is Post. It gets past him, backing. I was going to say back checking. He's not going to get it done, and this is a touchdown for number 5. Unrostered, unfortunately. I'm going to listen. So Blaze get a quick response on the return.
And there was nothing fancy about that. He just caught it and ran straight up the middle.
So number 5 is the Blaze athlete who just he got his legs chugging, and nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, and that's that'll keep them in the game here. That kind of shifts a little bit of momentum.
It does, and that's the key, right? I mean, they could build on that, and so Coach Holcomb's got his work cut out to get the boys settled down after that big explosive return by the Blaze. Get set for the PAT.
That's one of the rare times that Post didn't kick it in the end zone.
That's right. That is absolutely right. Tried to catch the clock up and I let it slip too far. Oh well. So PAT attempt here for the Blaze. Their first of the game. Looks like they might be going for 2.
Yep,
they're going to try to make up for that safety.
They are going
the
for
odd
2.
Scoreboard with the safety. So down 10, go for 2. Here's Dickhausen up the middle.
He did not get it.
And it looked like it was Sheehan that got in. No, sorry, number 8. Griffin Kukla made the important contact up front to slow Dickhausen down just at the goal line. So unsuccessful on the PAT attempt, going for 2. Can't blame head coach Vince Varnes for that one. Score is 16-6 here. 11:37 left in the second quarter.
Let's see if Mayo has a response either on this kick return or on this offensive possession. If they go 3 and out, and Burnsville gets the ball back. I mean, they got the momentum.
That's the momentum right there.
So even if Mayo doesn't score on this drive, if they can put 6, 8, 10 plays together, that'll slow that momentum down a little bit.
Absolutely right. We do gotta get some better information on these Burnsville Blaze names. It's never going to get to the professional level that I want it to if we can't, Jay. So we got some work to do at halftime.
Yeah, I wonder. They seem to be announcing them down there at the stadium. So we probably have to get their copy.
Just 2 doors down from where we're standing. Yeah, they have all the information that we're looking for. So we'll get that. Blaze getting set to kick off, it looks like. Another a number not on the roster about to kick this one off. Maybe Max Preps has a better roster for us. Left-handed kick. It's going to get to the 30-yard line.
And he fair caught it.
Fair catch there.
Had a lot of room to run.
Plenty of room. I think the excitement got to Noah Hagen there. He just wanted to down it, but he had about 10 yards with them closing on him, some room to make a move. So
I have to confess, I feel like an idiot. I should have known this. The stadium is called Ralph Pucci Stadium.
Ralph Pucci, that makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's our era.
I know.
Wow, good call.
I was notified via text.
Welcome to Ralph Pucci Field. Looks like Peterson in. Short, quick pass. Boguslawski gets to the secondary and taken down there.
Yeah, that'll set up a 2nd and 3. I mean, he almost if he makes that one guy miss, he's gone. He's got the speed to do it. He's a track star.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely right. Or he can go right through you because he's a big boy as well.
Right.
So near side hash, Peterson takes a snap. He's going to hand this one off to Isaiah Beal. Cuts back into the inside. Gets the first down and a couple of extra yards.
Okay, we got linemen all the way downfield blocking defensive backs, just pancaking them.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
A player on the ground. Looks like an injury timeout here as they...
That looks like a cramp.
Yeah.
And you get those early in the season.
This weather, yeah, early in the season. So it looks like Ben Watson is going to head to the sideline, try to fight off that. What looks like a cramp?
Score. You want to change the score?
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that.
Well, that was thanks to Schindler in the Schindler.
That's why we have comments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jim Hansen checks in. That's my brother. He said, good hands.
I gave him too many. Here we go. Oh, that's your brother.
That's my brother.
There you go. Here's Beal up the middle. Still moving. Got about 5, I believe. Clock should be moving.
And looks like Max Preps has the same lineup that we have, so we'll have to check another source.
Well, yeah, we will have a conversation with the PA announcer for the Ralph Pucci Field. Here's another handoff up the middle. Didn't see who the number was, but he charges for about 4 yards. 3rd and short coming up for the Spartans.
Leading the push up there for that offensive line was Brody Cothran. Now they're getting into a good rhythm here. They're not look at Burnsville isn't even getting set up, and we're getting the plays off.
Peterson, ooh, and a flag is coming.
Were we not set?
Yeah, full start, Spartans. So that's gonna illegal procedure.
That's tough when it's 3rd down and short. Now you got 3rd and long and
3rd and long. You do so. Yeah, let's get this 3rd down conversion. I don't want to think about negativity, but if they happen to not get it, they have a kid that can punt the ball so well.
Absolutely, and that changes a lot of the decisions that the coach, the offensive coordinator.
With the defense playing so strong, pin them deep, set up some field position game. That is a big part of the game.
Absolutely, the way their defense is playing, if you can pin them down there, inside the 15, give them a long field to go, your odds are pretty good.
Yes. So here's that 3rd and 8 attempt. Peterson takes a snap. He's looking near side. He's got the ball in the air. And it is intercepted again. Oh! Boguslawski ripped it away. They're going to give him the completion.
They're going to give it to Boguslawski.
Because in the celebration is when the ball came out. So he just absolutely ripped it out of the hands of Demetrius Tucker. I believe it was Tucker, number 6, defending. He's the guy that got the interception, I think, earlier.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he was in great position, but Boguslawski with his good hands pulled that one off.
Is that brother mockery right there, Jim?
It is, yeah.
I love it.
That's an inside joke.
Okay.
Comes from a movie, Best of Times with Robin Williams.
Okay.
Classic football movie.
Yeah. That's the one where they replay the game, right?
Absolutely,
I know that one, yep.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Juggling the ball, it's bouncing around.
Yeah.
That's it. He did his glasses break or something, right?
Something happened, yeah.
Good movie. Another penalty, okay.
I believe by my count that's 5 penalties on us, on Mayo.
So at some point, you can't blame the jitters anymore, and then it's just down to discipline.
Yeah. If that keeps up, I'm sure they'll get some extra cardiovascular work in to get that discipline in them.
Yes, they might.
Come next week.
They might have a conversation with the sand pit.
They still have that here?
I assume so. Maybe not.
I didn't park on that side of the complex, so I didn't see if they still have it. Usually every year somebody's out there tilling it up before the first practice, so it's nice and fresh and deep.
Yep. So that play goes for just 1 yard.
Looks like we got another cramp for Burnsville. They're going to give him a little water break here, an impromptu water break.
Yeah, good idea. It is warm. I didn't see the game time temperature today, but I know when I was rolling over here, it was still in the upper 70s. It's about 5:30 this afternoon. The crowd is in attendance. Wow. Everybody here to see the Spartans on opening night. We haven't opened a game at home in a while. There's a pass. Peterson's ball is just out of the reach of Jacob Canfield. 8:44 left here, second period. There's my hockey second period.
Yeah, we go by quarters in football.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Because there's 4 of them?
There is 4 of them, yep.
Maybe that's my Mayo math. So big third down and long here.
You know, and
it's going to be a timeout, it looks like. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Well, they're in position here they don't have to get it all right now. If they want, they can make 2 plays out of this. Now they've got a couple injured players on the field, still cramping, it looks like.
Sure.
But, you know, you don't have to go for all 13 right now. If you can either have it in your head that you're going to go 2 downs.
Sure. Or you get half of them, and then we see Ethan Post kick a field goal.
That's the other option. Points are always good. You got one of the best kickers in the state. You might as well use him.
76 viewers out there in YouTube land want to see it.
Fantastic.
Well, they probably want to see the first down.
Yeah, or a touchdown.
Burnsville score still. Oh, that's old. Is that that better be an old?
Yeah, looks like we're up to date there. Screen pass. Oh, he's got blockers in front of him.
Okay.
Yep, that'll be a first down. Oh,
and around the corner goes Beal.
Oh, they called a hold. My gosh.
A holding got called?
Yeah, on Boguslawski. That was a sell job by number 13. He's still got his hand up in the air. He should get an Oscar for that acting job.
Okay, well.
I thought Boguslawski had great position. He had his hands inside. Usually you get called hold when you get your hands on the outside of him.
Sure.
Did he grab him and hold him inside? Maybe. But
it is holding.
It is holding. But it is from the spot.
Yeah, did we gain the stick before?
We did, so it'll take us back third down from the spot of the foul, which will still be third down and 4 or whatever.
Okay, so even if you get yards for the first, you still got to replay the down.
Correct.
But the spot is what matters.
Correct.
Okay.
Unless
if you got enough and then the 10 you're ahead of it.
Yes,
got it.
correct.
Got it. So, well, they did get the half of them like we were talking about.
But they didn't lose a down on it. So they still get their 2 downs here to try to get it.
Yep, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 5, it looks like. Peterson from the pistol takes a little snap.
Bobbled it. Oh, there's a little slip screen.
This is Hagen. Hagen gets tripped up, gets to about the 25-yard line, just short of the stick, about a yard.
Now that play is so much timing. So the timing got thrown off when the quarterback bobbled the snap, and then that threw Hagen's route off a little bit, and Hagen actually bobbled it when he caught it.
The way the ball came off looked like it was going to sail over Hagen.
Yeah,
so.
That's because I think Peterson didn't really have a good grip on it because he was bobbling it, and he kind of just put it out there, shot put it that way.
So 4th and 4 on the 27-yard line. The boys are going to go for it here on 4th down. Isaac Peterson in the pistol. He has 2 wide receivers split right. Oh, now it's going to be a mistake.
We're going the wrong way.
Mistake by the Spartans. And now we might see the leg of Ethan Post.
The duck hunter in me is seeing all the ducks fly above the stadium. I'm sorry, there's 5 mallards flying right there.
Right above the tree line.
Yep.
So offense still out there. Looks like Peterson's going to run a play here on 4th down, 4th and 9.
Interesting. They're kind of in too far for a field goal, maybe, too short to punt.
Yeah. Boguslavski in motion. Looks like it's going to be the same play. Beal gets the handoff. He's going to split to the outside. Has an edge. Nice tackle on the outside there. Fought off a block. He made the tackle. Did the Burnsville Blaze.
Burnsville did a nice job kind of stringing that out. You know, he couldn't get vertical very often or very much around that corner. He just had to keep heading to the sideline.
I think if he breaks that tackle or does get around that guy, he has a good shot at the first down with
stick.
his momentum.
Yep.
His yards after contact.
Yep.
So very well done on the outside there by the Burnsville Blaze to get the turnover on downs.
But that was the drive after the kick return.
Correct.
Still, that was a long drive.
Took all the time. Yeah, because the kick return was basically at the very beginning of the second quarter, and now we're halfway through it, or 7:13. So we play 12-minute quarters, right, Jake?
Yep, quarters, not periods. Yep. So that took Burnsville's momentum away. Well, hopefully our defense can stand strong here.
And now they got to go a long ways. Here's a little pass to the outside, right at the sidelines. Catch is made. Inbounds the tackle, so clock will continue to run.
Be a gain of 3. Be 2nd and 7 for Burnsville.
Calder Sheehan made the tackle out there. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Burnsville looking to get that momentum going, but they do have an uphill climb here. The defense has looked solid for the Spartans.
This is an important drive for Burnsville. If they can go down and score before halftime, again, they'll regain that momentum. It's also important for the Spartans. If they can stop them, they'll gain that momentum.
Oh, Dickhausen looked for an
fumble.
option.
I thought he fumbled.
As he was trying to get to the option, he ran into, it looked like a little shoulder check by his own teammate, slowed him down.
Yeah.
Allowed the pursuit to get there.
Dickhausen hasn't pitched the ball on that option since that first play. I would assume the Spartans are defending it better.
Sure.
Used to it. I'm sure they scouted it or anticipated it in their practices. But until you see the option run by an option team in person, it's hard to get the feel for it.
So 3rd and 8 here for Andrew Dickhausen, senior quarterback for the Blaze. Surveys things, then takes the snap. He's going to pass it on the outside. Catch made, and the tackle made immediately after.
He's right at the first down sticks. It's close.
I'm starting to think this is not a Burnsville roster because there's so many numbers.
Well, it's got Dickhausen on there.
Is that who that is, though? Maybe that's not even who that is.
Well, you said you remembered him from last year, maybe.
That was
they're going for
4th down. Here we go. Exciting. 4th and about 2.
And he didn't get it.
Right up the middle. The defense stands strong. And it looks like the Spartans will turn the ball over. There's a little white lie, Jay. I know that the quarterback for Burnsville played well in the game last year. So I made the assumption.
Okay.
I
didn't mean to call you out on that.
No, it's great.
No, I've heard the announcer call his name too.
Yes,
so.
absolutely right. It is strange though. There's been a lot of players that I want to give them credit for a nice play, and I just don't see a name or a number next to a name. So that's too bad. So Spartans defense answers back.
Yeah, that's big and in positive territory.
That's right. 37-yard line.
I don't really understand that call by Burnsville.
Was that a momentum grab? He was going for some momentum.
Yeah, in your own end zone when there's,
in your own end is
and you're down.
High risk. 5:45 left here, second quarter. Sheehan in there at quarterback. Looks like Peterson and Sheehan are kind of alternating possessions. Sheehan straight up the middle is going to gain about 8 of them. Brings up 2nd and 8. They're 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and Mayo's happy to let the clock run and keep the ball on the ground and keep it in bounce anyway, even if they throw the ball.
I'm going to pause our clock and let the real clock catch up. It's at 5 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, we were ahead for once instead of behind, huh?
Well, that happens too because if you don't push it when it's running, Jay,
it just keeps running.
It's very easy in hockey to know when the clock is going to stop.
We need to get some sort of attachment that can go on that thing where I can just push a button to start and stop. Yep.
Good call. Here's a handoff near side.
That's
Isaiah Beal has room, and he is through the secondary and into the end zone. And that is his because of the hold, they took the touchdown away from him. So I think that becomes his second touchdown of the game. Isaiah Beal.
I think you could have made a touchdown on that hole that they made there. I mean, he had a nice alley to run. Maybe I'm giving you too much credit, maybe not giving him enough, but that was a good job by the offensive line.
I'm up for the challenge. I'd run behind this offensive line the way they're playing right now anytime.
Absolutely. They are changing the line of scrimmage for sure.
So here is Ethan Post in for the PAT.
I don't know if you notice who the center on PAT is, but it's the quarterback, Calder Sheehan.
Is it?
Yep, he's the long snapper here. I didn't notice. We haven't punted yet, so I don't know if he's the long snapper on punts.
Oh, wow. Just about getting through to make a block with the Blaze.
Oh.
It looked like he came up either lame there after the attempt. Looks like he's fighting off something.
I think he's either fighting off a cramp. It must be fighting off a cramp.
That was Demetrius Tucker.
He's been all over the field. He's had one interception, one ripped away from him.
He comes up limping. His right leg looks to be the one that he's favoring.
Well, look at there. What a teammate.
Wow. Look at that. That's how you get it done.
I've never seen that before.
Hopefully that's not a bad sign and Mr. Tucker can return to the game because he has been the guy that stands out quite a bit for them.
Yep, they're stretching it out like it's a cramp, so I think if he can get some fluids, he'll probably be okay.
So I know that our boys had no school today. I wonder if Burnsville had a school day or not. I'm not sure the reason. Oh, Labor Day, probably Labor Day weekend, holiday weekend.
Yep.
An extra day.
I think a lot of schools, if they did start already, had today and Monday off for the Labor Day weekend.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the question. Have they started school yet?
All right, let's see if he can put it in the end zone this time. Let's see who.
So 23-6, Spartans putting up a nice number here in the first half. Still 4:56 officially. Senior captain Ethan Post, number 36, about to get this ball in the air.
Oh, he did another pooch.
He's trying the short kick, bounces once, and it comes towards the Spartans. Looks like they're going to be the recovering team. Number 10, Jax Brightonfield gets the recovery, and that is an onside kick recovery.
Yeah, that was, I'd call that more of a pooch kick, but it was well placed. I have a feeling he's practiced that 1,000 times.
I bet I would say 1,000 is at least.
At minimum.
At least. Yeah, this kid eats, sleeps, and breathes kicking the football.
Yeah, I've seen some of his social media posts, and it's pretty impressive. Hey,
he's got a lot of potential. Lots.
If my grandkids, if I have grandkids someday, I would tell them, learn how to snap, long snap, and learn how to punt or kick. You can make a great living doing them, both of those.
That's a good advice. So here's 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Good field position again after the pooch kick, 35-yard line. And Peterson slings one out to Canfield. He's got some room. Gets to the secondary and out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Looks like it is a first down. First down, Canfield. Isaac Peterson got the ball to him quick, and I know the speed, the agility of Canfield is going to make some guys miss, and he did just that. First down, Spartans.
And that little bubble screen or whatever they're calling that is really tough to defend. Yeah. The other two receivers are blocking right away, and they can do that because the ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so they can block instantly. Sure. They don't have to wait till the ball crosses the line of scrimmage.
Gotcha.
So they get on their defenders right away. They have to be good downfield blockers if they're going to be receivers, and these guys are doing a good job.
Max Durgan split far right. Boguslawski there on the inside. Boguslawski's going to go in motion. Here's the snap and a little pitch shot out to Beal. Beal gets through two guys and gets to the corner and gets into the end zone. His 3rd score of the game.
Boy, they picked on Mayo picked on that outside linebacker. They targeted him. That poor guy. I don't know what number he was. I'm sorry, but the motion brought him in. He left the receiver.
Yeah.
He's all by himself, one-on-one with a pitch to Beal. No chance. What a well-designed play that was.
Touchdown Spartans after the pooch kick recovery, extending the lead now to 29-6. Post on for the PAT. Sheehan snaps. Who's holding this kicks? Have you seen that yet, Jay?
No, I'll watch when he gets
Ball
up.
down, and it is in. Looks like Isaac Peterson.
Peterson. So you
Makes
got one
sense.
quarterback snapping to the other quarterback.
So Spartans get it done early on that possession. So with 4:39 to go here in the first half, it's 30-6.
This has the makings of a blowout. Which I didn't know what to expect,
I
but I
didn't
didn't think that this was going to be the case.
Knowing how close the game was last year and how much Burnsville must be chomping at the bit to get some revenge, I did expect a close game. The Spartans up front have really dominated the game.
Oh, that's the story of the game.
Makes
to me.
everything easier.
Both the offense and defensive lines. I don't know what the stats are for yards for each team, but I feel like the Spartans have doubled what Burnsville has done offensively for yards.
Yeah, when you get it done up front, all you got to do is hold that ball tight, get those legs going, and enjoy your success.
You know, I think Coach Holcomb mentioned that in his coaches show that Burnsville offensive line and defensive line aren't huge. They're about the same stature as Mayo.
I
So
heard that as well. Yep.
you know, hopefully this is the same result when you go up against a bigger, beefier line. Another pooch kick. That one, oh, he stayed in bounds too. Wow.
Athletic play not caught on camera there by the the player that ended up making the recovery for the Blaze. He had to throw the brakes on because the end-over-end kick kind of came back towards the kicking team. Threw the hard stop on and was able to get the ball there.
Right.
That was number 29 for the Blaze. That athletic play.
You know, by doing this stuff on kickoff, it gives other teams something they have to prepare for now too in the future.
That's true. That's true.
You know, you're always
You don't want to
thinking,
show all your hope.
well, I mean, but if you can execute it so well, you know, they move somebody there just to protect against that, then you kick
you
it
do
deep
something else,
or
yeah.
whatever, and they don't get to set up their normal returns.
These pooch kicks might be influenced by the return, right?
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
So here is Dickhausen. He's rolling to his left. Right-hand throw. He has to open his hips up.
Wow.
But not before the Spartans get to him and sack.
So the Spartans are doing this with their D-line. They're not sending blitzes.
Sure.
They've got 3-4 guys rushing the passer. Everybody else is dropping back in coverage. So not only are they getting pressure, there's nowhere for the quarterback to throw because everybody's covered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty flawless execution so far on the defensive side. So here comes a second and very long, 19 yards. Dickhausen set to take the snap. Low snap, dropped it. He's found some time.
Oh.
And then the pursuit got to him.
That's another sack. They must have 4 or 5 sacks today.
Yeah.
Mayo.
Yeah, a little mistake on the low snap really aided in that one. So third.
Well, and the snap wasn't terribly low. It was a little
Did he
low.
just off his fingers?
Well,
Yeah.
but his head was up looking at the pressure coming at him when he was trying to field that ball.
So he's
I
feeling
mean,
it.
it's
Yep.
starting to get to him.
Yep, he's feeling it.
And I don't blame him. He's been on running for his life the whole half.
Make sure you stick around at halftime. We're going to feature our first on-field interview with head coach Donnie Holcomb. We'll see how he feels about the first half. Dickhausen takes a snap, drops straight back, and then fires one to the far side. Caught and tackle made by Boguslawski.
So
Loss of 2.
the difference between that screen that Burnsville just ran and what Mayo has been running is the receivers for Burnsville didn't lock up the defensive backs and block them very well. They were able to get off their blocks and come up and make a tackle. So we got 4th and 22.
4th and 22. Clock continues to move. 2 minutes, 35 seconds officially.
Muskowski is back to return the punt. Oh,
Something goofy there. Yeah, it's going to be flagged.
Burnsville was short players. They had a guy run off the sideline last minute. He wasn't even on their side of the ball when they snapped the ball. All right, let's see if Muskowski can field this punt. Don't want to give the ball back to Burnsville, short field with 2 minutes. See if he's gun shy, or see if he has the confidence to just go up and do it if it's a decent punt.
Yep. Muskowski's standing on its own 45-yard line. High snap. Kick is very short.
Yeah,
Watch out. This
kick.
might.
Terrible kick.
Big bounce. Looks like Spartans are going to just stay away from it.
Oh, we did get close.
And the high snap kind of forces punter to just get it off quick, and he just kind of slung it over here. So just on the other side of the midfield 50-yard line.
Yeah, Spartans put a little pressure on that punt from the defensive right, punt team's left, and he had to kind of shank it to the right side just to get it off.
So 2 minutes and 8 seconds left here, first half.
I tell you what, if we can go down and score here, that'll probably, Burnsville might want to just get on the bus and leave, because I'm not sure they're going to be too motivated to come out in the second half.
Here's Sheehan in pistol formation, moves his inside receiver and hands it off to Beal. Beal far side, cuts to the outside, flag on the play.
Did they call a hold? Looks like a
brought down
flag in the area of holding.
Wait to see this one. I didn't see it myself. My
Yep.
vision is it's not getting any better, Jay.
It doesn't get any better with age.
It is a beautiful place to watch a football game up in the Crow's Nest here.
Yeah.
At Ralph Pucci Field. I didn't see the signal, did you?
Yeah, it was a holding.
It was hold.
Or illegal block.
Legal block, 10-yard infraction. Will set up 1st and 20.
So illegal block, either that's you blocked somebody that was already engaged, you went low on them, maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't see what exactly happened. So we got 1st and 20.
1st and 20.
So you got man coverage on the back side. You got a zone coverage over here on the near side.
See what Sheehan. See if Sheehan sees the same thing. He's looking near side.
Oh, he's got a backside post is wide open, but he didn't see it.
He's got some room to run. He's going to get the 10 yards back and a little bit more. So now they'll hurry up offense probably inside 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Clock
They
continues
kind
to
of run
run.
hurry up all the time, though. They don't huddle,
That's
so
very true.
they can just have it a little different pace.
Sheehan gets the boys set, and from the pistol, he's got 3 wide receivers to his right. Boguslawski, the single receiver on the near side, and deflected, and I think the ball was
incomplete.
Yep, incomplete. Dangerous play there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now.
That does stop the clock, though.
Sheehan still getting some instructions from the sideline. He's got 15 on the play clock. And now ready to receive the snap. Looking far side now, scrambling from pressure. He's got room on the outside now. Gets to the line scrimmage, but not quite there. Ooh, had a receiver. Incomplete.
Just overthrew him, but scramble bought him some time. Receivers went into scramble rule routes where they all have a responsibility, either come back to the quarterback or get deep. Found himself a little opening. Sheehan saw him, just overthrew him just a little bit. It's hard to be accurate when you're rolling out and scrambling.
Yeah. So 4th down and 7 yards. They do have post on to punt. And with a minute 14, head coach Donnie Holcomb set to just let his defense try. Oh, a timeout's being called.
Yep.
Timeout Burnsville.
Burnsville's a little discombobulated there on their special teams. They had trouble on their punt before, getting the right personnel out. Now they have trouble on their punt return. That's kind of, you hope it doesn't happen, but if it's going to happen, it's usually the first game or 2 of the year. You got a lot of moving parts.
Sure.
A lot of new kids trying to.
Yep.
A lot of times those kids out there that are on the special teams don't get full-time duty on offense or defense, so they sometimes get lost in the flow of the game.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of one of the things that I saw last season with the 6A is that they have a lot of players that are dedicated to positions where we have guys that go two ways.
Right.
In multiple positions.
Yep.
Where they pretty much have one responsibility, and that's what makes them so strong. Like
right.
Eden Prairie just has a roster that is endless.
And that's a result of the numbers of kids they have on the team.
Yeah, absolutely right. So here we are set for that 4th down play. Now the offense is out. Sheehan's going to roll to his right again. At the line of scrimmage, he breaks that and charges for the markers. He's going to be real close.
Depends on where they spot it. I think if we get him a right foot spot, I think we got it.
It is a first down. So after the timeout, Donnie Holcomb decides to change things up on the Blaze.
Sheehan took a shot. He's coming out.
Hopefully nothing too serious. Maybe the wind just got knocked out of him, but that is first down.
You could kind of feel that thud up here. I think he just kind of got the wind knocked out of him. But we've played alternating quarterbacks all half, so.
Yeah, so Peterson has been engaged, and here's a handoff to Beal. He's going to get a first down out of bounds. We'll stop the clock as well with 42. Adjust that.
Adjust the clock on the screen.
Yeah, thank you. So 42 seconds, first down for the Spartans. Isaiah Beal, about 13 yards on that carry. And yeah, like you mentioned, Jay, with these quarterbacks kind of swapping duties, both are well involved in this game and feeling the flow. So Peterson easily able to step in for Sheehan after that contact. And here's Peterson up the middle. Looks like he's going to break through. He gets to about the 5-yard line, first down again. And we haven't even used, Jay.
To about the 5-yard line, first down again.
I have to adjust that one. Replay's not quite ready. Dang. I'll make some adjustments at halftime.
Sounds good. Just, hey, coaches make adjustments.
Right.
We got to make adjustments
live stream
too.
Adjustments. Get a live stream replays going.
I got a funny feeling that they're going to try to get Peterson this touchdown by sneaking here a couple times. As much as the lines have been dominating.
So timeout. Looks like timeout called by the Spartans this time.
Yeah, I would assume so.
34 seconds left, first half, opening night here. Spartans well in control, up 30-6 over the visiting Burnsville Blaze. Ball is spotted on the 3-yard line. It is first and goal.
He's under center for the first time.
It's going to be a handoff.
Look at that.
Is that Canfield?
No, that was Beal.
Beal in for the touchdown. I believe his 4th of the first half, Jay.
Wow.
So touchdown Isaiah Beal, yeah, under center. Maybe simulating that they were just going to try to sneak it in and hand it to Beal. He gets to the outside. Here's post on for the PAT. Peterson will hold Sheehan to snap.
I think we had a backup center in there for that because Sheehan was a little banged up. So that's good that you can just throw another guy in there. Let's practice it and able to do it. I didn't quite see who it was, but we did have a different long snapper in there. Sheehan's on the bench here, still getting looked at. I think he'll be fine. They're just giving him the look over. So we got 31 seconds left. I don't think they dare. If they can't get it to the end zone, I don't think they dare kick it deep again. So most likely see another pooch here, or a squib or something.
It's not the direction they're kicking because that flag is not even moving.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he just lost confidence in that or what, but
maybe he was just getting too excited after the recovery of the first one. They wanted to try it again.
Sure.
in a game like this, kick it deep and figure out that coverage.
Well, yeah.
To stop it, right?
Right.
I mean,
you're going to have to
if
stop
they do
them
it again,
eventually.
okay. Then you know you got stuff to work on, right? You might as well see where those vulnerabilities are and shore them up.
Right.
Give it a kick. So 31 seconds here in the first half. Spartans up 37-6, 37 points in a half is enormous. That's outstanding. Post to kick. And it is going to be returnable. Coming up the middle again, same player, and nice return. Gets to the 32-yard line before being tackled down. Go and hear the name. Dang.
That wasn't returned for a touchdown, but I still don't think they're very happy given that field position.
Yeah. With the ball kicked that deep, 32 yards on the return is well done by the Blaze. Certainly the one facet of the game that they are doing well at. 23 seconds to go here on this possession. We'll see what head coach Vince Varpness elects to do. Maybe just take a knee and get to halftime, or are they going to run a play, Jay?
Looks like they're going to run a play.
Dickhausen takes the snap, rolls to his right, and he's going to throw on deep ball. Caught, and he does get out of bounds at the sideline. Tackled out of bounds. Didn't look like he wanted to get it out of bounds to stop the clock. He wanted to get in the end zone, so heading north was number 12 for the Blaze, also a non-rostered number player.
Muskowski, number 14 for the Spartans, was in position. He kind of just mistimed his jump. Yeah, that was a nice throw. I didn't think Dickhausen had enough arm to get it there on the run.
While running, 6'2", Dickhausen got it. Got a nice ball.
Right.
He does throw a nice ball. And so now, 1st and 10.
About a 45-yard throw in the air.
They have 12 seconds to do something here before the half. Dickhausen takes the snap and throws one up. This is a lob ball.
It's good coverage. Good coverage. Ball needed to be thrown more to the pylon, the back pylon. It was thrown inside of the pylon, which led it right into the position of the defensive back, who was in good coverage underneath, was able to get his arm up.
So 2nd down with 6 seconds left. 2nd and 10, but they're really thinking probably 2nd and 17.
Yeah, they're thinking end zone here.
Yeah, they got to get in the end zone. 17 yards to go to do that. They have 6 seconds to do it. Anything else would be probably just halftime.
Safeties should be on the end zone, not getting any deeper than that.
Here's a very similar throw, catch made, and it is a touchdown for the Blaze.
That was a great throw, because that was one of those underthrown balls that the receiver had to come back for.
Yeah.
Which is almost impossible for a defensive back to defend. He was in great position.
Yep. And the receiver's facing the play. He can see it. He can make the move to get to the ball, and that's exactly what he did.
Exactly.
So touchdown Blaze.
That was a fantastic throw and catch.
Well executed. Brings our score to 37-12. Here's the PAT attempt. Looks like they're going to go for 2 again.
I guess that's why you don't kneel on it when you got 20 seconds left to go.
I would have. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jay. You got that coaching experience that I just don't have.
I think I would have probably knelt on it.
And here's the little shuffle pass to the outside, and he does get to the edge, number 8.
And we don't have him.
We're going to get some names because these boys need some credit.
Okay.
For the Blaze. So that's a 2-point successful PAT attempt. And at halftime, that's going to bring us to 37-14. Maybe we'll get to see these lights in action, but we got some football to talk about, Jay.
Yeah, this isn't going to be get on the bus and go home after half. They showed a little life there. And I think they probably have established a little game plan. Let's take some chances. Let's throw it deep, see what happens.
So an electric start for the Spartans, but momentum grabbed just before half by the Blaze. Decide to go How long was that? Where did they start? How far was that?
Started at the 32.
32, yeah,
So
absolutely right.
68-yard drive.
68-yard drive.
You like
They
that
did it.
math?
Mayo
I
math.
think I was right.
That sounds right to me. I'm not going to argue with you. So, yeah, with just inside a minute, 30 and change, they get it downfield and get in the end zone. We'll see. Here we go. See how this works.
217.
Hey, Spartan fans, here we got halftime. We got Coach Donnie Holcomb here on the sidelines. Coach, we talked about in the coaches show, first game, kid's going to have a lot of emotions. You said the one thing you're going to talk to him about, keeping composure. How do you think the boys did?
Well, I'm super proud of them. Obviously, we had a couple of mistakes that gave them those 14 points, and they had a jump ball. Great catch, but our kids are playing hard. We just got to clean it up and come out and finish it in the second half.
Another thing we talked about on the show is talked about the defense. You really were happy with what you've seen so far, swarming to the ball in practices, things like that. Can really see it out here on the field tonight. We know football's about, going in at halftime, making some adjustments. Expect Burnsville to make those kinds of adjustments. How do you keep your defense aggressive and swarming to the ball?
I just think we got to keep them straight as far as come out 0-0. They got to keep being aggressive, and we got to make sure that we adjust to whatever they might come out with and do differently. But we got to tackle better too. I mean, we're diving at guys and we're grabbing with our hands, and we gave up one big play on a jump ball.
Awesome. Great, Coach. Go get them ready in the locker room, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Hands out.
All right, Bodie, back to you. Go Spartans.
Well, there you have it, our first ever sideline interview with Coach Donnie Holcomb. Pretty successful.
That was fantastic.
Sounded great, didn't it?
I don't know how many streams have live interviews on the sideline with the head coach.
Just in time for the Spartan Spirit. So we will take a break, do our research here, and get some names on the Burnsville side. I'm going to try to get replays going. Please enjoy the Spartan Spirits. We'll see you after just a few.
hockey stick. Drum majors, is your band ready?
All right, welcome back to the Mayo football live stream. Ralph Pucci Field in Rochester, Minnesota is our venue. Matt Bodine joined by Jay Hansen. Jay, what are your thoughts on that first half of football here?
I thought it was a quality first half for the Spartans. They got to be pretty happy with the way they came out. And Coach Holcomb said so with his halftime interview there on the sideline, which was fantastic, by the way.
Isn't that fun?
That was fun. I don't know of another live stream that does that.
We came up with that idea last night as well.
Well, we ran about 250 feet of microphone cord down to the track, so I know it was kind of impromptu, but it worked. It worked great.
The sound quality, daisy chaining like however many of those mic cables together actually sounded pretty fantastic.
I'm not an audio engineer, but I couldn't tell any difference. It was great.
I wasn't worried about the
great.
quality.
As far as the game, though,
a couple things defensively that Coach wanted to shore up there.
Absolutely, and he was right though. They've gave the scores Burnsville have gotten is because mistakes Mayo has made. So
don't get distracted by the scoreboard. It's easy to kind of rest in your laurels when you're doing good.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. Some mistakes led to those, and they do have work to do to clean that up.
Absolutely, because those same mistakes could compound themselves a couple times this quarter, and Burnsville would be right back in it.
That's right. Just a few scores, and they got down the field so quick. That had to liven the locker room going into the halftime. They could have gone in there with their heads sunk low, but I'm sure the Blaze are ready for the second half.
They have hope, and hope is powerful. So
now that we have some names, let's give some credit to some outstanding plays on the Blaze side. Number 5 was the one who had that return. Latrell Foster exploded from the goal line, just inside the goal line when posted, getting in the end zone. He got the touchdown on the kick return. And number 8 is the one who stands out to me as well. That is Caleb Kamara.
And I believe number 6 is the one that had the interception.
Demetrius Tucker. So he is rostered, so we did have that name correct.
Okay.
Yep. He was the one that carried off the field. Have you noticed that? Has he been back in the game?
I haven't noticed, to be honest with you. We'll have to keep an eye out for him.
So let's pay attention to that. So for this second half, we have a better, not perfect, but a better idea who the Burnsville Blaze are, and we delegated some duties. Where Jay's going to try to run the clock.
Oh,
so
good. Good luck.
Pressure's on, Jay. Here's the kickoff. Set to kick off for the Blaze. Left-handed boot is short and fielded there by the Spartans. Running right up the middle. I think that's hard to see the number. We'll wait till he gets up, but decent return. Number 26, Isaiah Beal. So first possession in the second half for the Spartans will start on the 37-yard line.
That's a pretty good starting field position. We'll take that.
Matches the score they put up in the first half. 37-14 is the lead for the Spartans. Paul Schneider in the chat. Hey, Paul, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Paul, I need your expertise on these instant replays. We didn't get one off in the first half, and I'm really excited to show the instant replay, so we got to get better on that. Here's a little shuffle pass up front. Ball carrier number 3 for the Spartans.
It's Lincoln
Majerus, his first touch of the game. And brings up 2nd and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line. Peterson in, takes a snap. It's going to throw one.
Oh, right down the seam.
Wow. In stride is Boguslawski.
He's not going to be caught.
And Boguslawski into the end zone for a touchdown on 2nd down. Explosive play. Peterson to Boguslawski.
That was just a seam pass.
And a player down, and players waving medical attention on.
There's another cramp. Is that Boguslawski?
I'm not sure. He went. It had to be because he came out of the center of the celebration. So I think Boguslawski fighting off a cramp in his left leg right now.
It looked like about 10 yards to go, like a monster jumped up and got him in his back.
And he was kind of
He's just dragging that leg along to get there.
Stiff leg running towards the end. Still got in the end zone. Gets the points. Gets all the glory. But he does have some work to do to fight one off there. Looks like because he is outside the back of the end zone, are they gonna execute this play?
No,
they can't do that, right?
They'll wait.
So big explosion on first down or second down for the Spartans, extends the lead 43-14. Steve Gage in the chat. Hey, buddy. Good to be heard.
How do I change the score again?
Right here. Jump into this folder.
There we go.
And then this gets you back out. See that little up?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Teaching on the fly here. It's the way we do it. It's an on-the-job training. If you want to help us out, I'd be happy to have you sitting next to us. We could use a camera operator and we could use a scoreboard operator just to get this thing greased up and working. Plenty of room here in the box. You get to watch. You get to watch it from a nice view, but Jay, we know it's a nice temperature tonight. It's actually probably a little too warm for a football game, to be honest.
Right.
It's not going to be like this for long. Pretty soon we're going to be in sweatshirts, mittens, gloves, hats, and this is a good spot to watch a game in those conditions as well.
Right. You might get 2 home games like this. The other 2 are usually pretty rough. There's a false start.
Some kind of an infraction. On the PAT, so we'll have to reset.
Hey, Paul, I didn't get to say hi to you. I see you in the chat. Hello, Paul Schneider.
And a thank you from Mary Jo Grimsrud. Appreciate that. More than happy to bring you. The picture is what matters the most. The commentary is take it or leave it. If you don't like it, you got a mute button. Put on some music. And here is the snap. Peterson handles a little bit of a high snap, and Post is successful, getting a lot of PAT attempts under his belt, and he's been 100% so far. Ethan Post tallies another one, 44-14.
That's a good way to start to have, obviously.
Takes that momentum away. So whatever Coach Holcomb's message was in the locker room, looks like it was well received.
Yeah, I would assume he was preaching that we don't want to give up yet. We don't, we want to keep the boot on the throat and try to take the will out of them.
Yeah.
This third quarter, you always come out full throttle third quarter. That's where a lot of games are won or lost, is what you do to the other team in the third quarter. So he wanted to set a pace and a template of how they want to play the rest of the game.
Let me reset the timeouts here while we have a minute before play is resumed. That should, so I gotta do it this way. And there we go. So back to receive this, I would imagine, is number 5, Latrell Tucker. No, sorry, Foster. Latrell Foster. Does have a touchdown on a kick return earlier. Their other touchdown came in that drive just before the half.
Right, with the long pass.
Here's a kick. Looks like it's going to be returnable. It's not Tucker this time. One of the shorter guys, and not shorter in stature, but shorter in position. Number 7. Quentin Platt on the return. He gets to about the 25-yard line, which is where the Blaze will start their first possession of the second half. Looking to build off that drive just before halftime. We'll see what head coach Vince Varpness, what his halftime changes did for the boys. Here we go.
I have to imagine they're going to try to push the ball downfield.
I've been excited to see this quarterback throw the ball more. So, here's a shuffle pass that got away from the running back, and that's going to be a big loss.
Yeah, that was the option. That's only the second time he's pitched since that first play of the game.
And it didn't look to be, the pitch looked to be in the right position, so I don't know if he was trying to read that pressure or read the hole that he wanted to go to, just didn't execute the play. So big loss here, brings up 2nd and 20 on the 15 for the Blaze. Andrew Dickhausen communicating with his running back. We'll see what kind of play we have here. It's pistol formation. Snap, rolls to the right, runs into that running back, and then gets to the outside, throws the ball Completion made. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage and just in front of it. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8 for the Blaze here early in the 3rd quarter. 44-14. Thanks for tuning in on the Mayo. Oh, wow. I delegated duties and then I gave up my duties to the camera, Jay.
Were we filming a bare field?
Holy moly.
You're probably hearing me talk less because I'm trying to focus on
That's
this
true. I don't mind
scoreboard.
that. I don't mind that at all, actually. So 3rd and 8, as advertised. I'm all over the camera now. Dickhausen gets his guy going in motion on the far side. He's going to peel off into the backfield. Ooh, penetration got there.
No,
actually, it was an
it.
option. See, their fakes are getting me. Looks like that fake sold
everybody.
Defense as well because the tackle was being made. That's what drew my attention. Dickhausen kept the ball, got to the outside. They do get a first down on the 3rd and 8 conversion. Ball on the 36.
That was the best fake I've seen him do.
It was pretty good
all night.
So from the near hash, ball spotted on the 36. Very important first down there for the Blaze. Keep this drive alive. Dickhausen is set. Dane Heinen split wide right and handoff up the middle. No fake this time, but the defense smothers it. Right up front, the defense is still getting that jump, so Coach Holcomb must be enjoying that. Brings up 2nd and 9, just 1 yard on that run. Spartans on the road, their next 2 games, and then we'll have a live stream. It's a Thursday night game on September 19th versus Rosemount. Then back on the road and for a game, and then homecoming is October 4th. We'll have that one as well. Foster was in motion, but a flag came in. So that's going to set up 2nd and about 14. Some of those first game mistakes are definitely showing up on both sides, so both coaches have some game film to kind of get some of those loose ends tied up.
Is there a mercy rule? The clock keeps running even though there's penalties and first downs.
That's a very good question. Maybe there is. I wouldn't think that would come into effect until the 4th quarter, but I guess I don't know. I was talking periods earlier, so I wasn't even expecting the 4th quarter, to be honest.
Yeah, correct.
It looks like, what's going on with this clock? Doesn't seem to be. Try starting it, would you? Yeah, that worked. Now it's running. I think you might have been on when you thought it was off and
Could
off.
be.
Yeah. I'll fix that easily. All right, now we're in business. All right, 3rd and 13, ball in the 33. See if this 3rd down conversion.
A little slip screen.
Yeah, a little slip screen on the outside. Tackle made. Out there, cornerback jumped in. I think that was number 14, Mikowski. Mikowski on the tackle. Blaze did elect to go for a 4th down in the first half on their own side of the 50-yard line. This time it looks like they will kick it away. Or at least line up to kick it away.
Right. I would imagine, again, they're having trouble getting the right personnel out on their special teams.
Get about 12 seconds to get the play off, plenty of time. And here is that high snap. Mikowski back to receive. This one looks like it's going to land in front of him, bounces towards him, and it's going to continue to bounce in the favor of the Blaze. Gets to the 15-yard line, and that's a little bit farther. It's going to stop about the 14-yard line. After a nice punt by the Blaze. And the quarterback alternating, actually, I kind of like it.
Well, yeah.
It changes things up on the defense. You got Calder Sheehan, who's very athletic, probably more of a ball carrier.
Probably,
He does throw a decent ball, but probably the big threat is what he can do with his running game.
Right.
And then you bring in Peterson, who's more of a tall, prototypical body type for a quarterback. And it really does kind of change things up. So if you can build confidence, and maybe it's a quarterback competition still in progress, trying to fill the shoes of, Trajan Grimsrud, who's now graduated and moved on.
And maybe they like both of them. Maybe it'd be this way.
Well, if you listen to that coach's corner, or the coach's Donnie Holcomb coach's chat, he does mention that they like to move Sheehan to some other positions and kind of attack in different ways. So
right.
Here's a handoff to the near side. No room there. Beal's going to run to the other side.
We got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play and a player down. Beal still running. Does get to the 45-yard line, but I think this is going to be negated. Let's wait and see what this fraction is. We got the mic on the sideline. Do you think we can get the referee a mic?
They usually have them. I've seen plenty of high school games where they have them.
Sure. It's big time. An outstanding halftime performance. I hope the audio came through. I'm not sure if that did, because that mic was coming from the camera.
Right. Yeah, the dance team and the band do a phenomenal job entertaining the people at halftime.
Once again, band director Aaron Cole has the marching band excited, ready for action. It's a fun program to be a part of. Now, we'll pass the play through the hands.
Right off his hands.
Of Canfield, who does have reception for a touchdown in the game. Pretty much Isaiah Beal doing the rest of the work.
It seems like he's the workhorse, yeah.
Making a pretty good push to get that player of the game recognition for the after-game, post-game show.
He's kind of making it easy, isn't he?
Yeah, which is nice for us, since that's on us.
I could make a case for a couple others, but we'll discuss that later.
And we are, by the way, looking for sponsors. If you're out there and you want to, we have to get the sponsorships going. I know that the program, Mr. Rob Cawthorn, they have some ideas with sponsorships. Here's a run. He loves running side to side. He probably ran, again, about 45 yards there. He's only going to gain about 9 on third down. So it brings up fourth and about 6. We might see a punt here.
I would imagine.
Punt.
Yep, I would imagine we'll see a punt here.
First punt from Ethan Post, who is an outstanding special teams player.
This would be a good spot to flip the field right here if he can get a good boot on this.
One, yeah, he's going to unload on one. We'll see. I'm actually going to back the camera up so we can get some.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about punting it out of the end zone or anything. Coffin corner, just boot the ball as far as you can. Oh, he faked it.
Run it.
Oh, look at there. He saw a wide open spot. And you know what? That
didn't get it. Got very close, a yard short.
That could have been his decision. I really don't think they would have called that. I think maybe they saw something in pregame or in film throughout the week. If you see this situation, then you go.
Yeah, very likely, but it unfortunately came up just a bit short. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
A lot of times you give your punter that freedom and trust him, and he was very close.
Yeah, so there's some film for them to study and figure that out. Ethan Post is studying film, so he's ready. He's looking for that stuff.
Right.
I was so excited to see him kick the ball.
I was kind of wanting him to unload on it, too.
So 4:27 left, third quarter, 44-14 lead enjoyed by the Spartans, but a little turnover on downs gives great field position to Andrew Dickhausen. He's going to roll to his right. Runs into traffic and does that. Nothing there for him. So does that go down as a sack, Jay, because he almost became a ball carrier?
It does. Yes, it does go down as a sack.
So another sack for the Spartans. And that football expertise by my partner on the stream. For tonight, though. Tonight and tonight only, Jay? Are you gonna?
We'll see.
Try to get back, because I really do enjoy having you up here. We do have some other folks in line next. I know you can't make the next one, and I think I have a former coach in line for that one as well.
Nice. Keep that a surprise.
And then after that, the next two, the seat is going to be filled by my hockey stream partner, Paul Schneider. Schedule pending. Here's a ball, ooh, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Just 4 home games in, well, eight games in the season, 4 home games, 4 away, so just 4 live streams. I'm waiting for that sponsorship to come in, Gage. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Sounds like you got something in the works. Got to get it in that time. You got plenty of time now. And any other business owners, we'll show your ads up here. We'll mention you. We need a lot of attention on this thing. We got to catch up. We got to catch up with those South Metro teams like the Lakevilles. They have such a well-produced stream in all sports. Owatonna has a fantastic one as well. Owatonna Live. Farmington and both Lakevilles I know are run by the same organization. But it's very impressive, and we're trying to catch up.
Well, we got to start somewhere, right?
Got to start somewhere. This camera was provided by Steve Jacobson Plastic Surgery for the hockey team, and since it's in my possession, I'm just using it. And I've added so much equipment. We started out with literally a computer, a webcam, and a USB headset, and now we've really caught up and improved the audio, improved the video. Rolling to his left is Dickhausen. Ball in the end zone and caught for a touchdown. I believe that's the same player that caught the one just before the half.
I think it is.
Same position of the field, just on the other side of the field. And it is a touchdown for the Blaze. Following the turnover on downs on 4th down. So capitalizing on that are the Blaze. 40-20 is the score. Comment came in, who's the Glaze? Hopefully my pronunciations are okay, because I've been saying Blaze, not Glaze. But Glaze donuts are pretty good.
I like them.
24 hours at Quick Trip.
I've probably had too many of them in my life.
And another 2-point conversion. This time Dickhausen's going to try to get there himself.
And he got it.
Yeah. So every PAT attempt has been a 2-point attempt. I don't know if that's because the score kind of got away from, if they're working on just offensive plays, or if they're lacking a kicker. But for whatever reason it is, I think they're probably about 50% on those now.
Right. Yeah, we haven't seen them kick very well, have we?
Actually, they're 2 for 3, so 66% on the PATs, the 2-point attempts. If you do happen to have a glazed donut and you're in the audience, round that up to the press box.
We are not too afraid, and we're not too proud to beg. You said that camera was sponsored by Jacobson Plastic Surgery. I believe he sponsors the coaches show also.
He sponsored week 1 of the coaches show.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm not a part of that department. I'm not the the marketing department.
So that could be a weekly revolving sponsorship there.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. We need some sponsorship competition is what we need. We need Jag Tours Incorporated to get involved. Steve Gage.
There we go.
Bit of the battle of the Steves.
Oh yeah.
Steve Gage versus Steve Jacobson. I've known Steve Gage going back all the way to Ben Franklin Elementary School, both Southside.
Those were my stomping grounds too. Onside kick.
Onside kick coming. This one is.
Oh, good bounce.
Wow, that was a tremendous bounce.
Yeah.
Just got out of bounds.
Nice.
But yeah, what a nice onside kick attempt. I believe that was the quarterback, Dickhausen.
I think it was. Yep, you're right.
Andrew Dickhausen has another talent in his toolbox, can kick a nice onside.
I'm ahead a little with the clock on our stream board here, so I'll just let it sit there until the game clock catches up to it, until the scoreboard clock catches up.
Pay no attention to the clock behind the curtain.
That's right.
It is operated by the staff, but I just like the way it looks better rather than pointing a camera at the scoreboard, and having like a little piece of the real estate of the picture. Since I'm an IT guy, I wrote the program that does all this, so I have complete control over its operation. Flag on the play there.
And the penalties are starting to mount here. And that's my rudimentary count is 10 or more.
Yeah, 10 or more. There are all 10 of those on the offensive side of the
You
ball?
know, I think they might be, yeah.
Yeah, most of them are on the offensive side. It's been a pretty clean on the defense, except a couple of those plays that Coach mentioned at halftime that they're looking to get out of the mistakes that were made there. There's a handoff. Peterson hands it off to Beal. Has 4 touchdowns on the game. Beal bounces back to the inside, has some room.
There's another flag.
Another flag coming out.
This play is going to come back.
He's going to get into the end zone, but he's maybe not. He's got a race and does get there, but flag on the play. It's going to take the second sprint into the end zone away from Beal because there is a flag down. Actually, let's wait and see what it is first before we make an assumption. Yep, all the players heading back upfield. Referees will discuss. But a beautiful run, and that's kind of the agility you see out of Isaiah Beal. He can move left, he can move right, he can go north, he can beat you a couple ways, he can run right through you if he needs to.
And he can outrun you.
So
He's the total package. You know, that. I didn't see the hold. I saw the 2 guards pulled, and they created a nice wall for him and a seam, and he blew through it. I don't know if it was the receiver on the outside that held. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it must have been. Referees must have saw that as too big of an advantage, what gave him the ability to spring back.
Right.
You know, sometimes that's all it takes. So 1st and 23. And another penalty. It looks like they might have got off the ball just a little early. This one's probably on the Spartans again. False start, and it is. So, wow, 1st and 28 is what they're looking at now. Ball on the 10-yard line. Do you think Coach Holcomb's breaking down his offense a little bit, get some guys out there? Maybe that's kind of, some young players out there.
I don't think so.
No? You think he's got it going? He wants these boys to get some reps?
I think he's getting irritated right now with the way things are going. Frustrated anyway.
Sure. Snap and handoff. Ooh, contact immediately, and that's the first time we've seen the Blaze defense really put some pressure on, and that contact was made about the same time as the handoff was made, so nice defensive pursuit there in the middle.
Yeah, that D lineman almost took the handoff from the quarterback, so lucky that we didn't have a turnover there.
So Blaze have the Spartans pinned deep. Little screen pass in the middle, and another quick tackle made. Ball was caught. But contact was a player down. Little on-field timeout. So I can also stop the clock by just hitting spacebar so that we can tag team it. That works out good.
Which you just did.
Yep.
I'm trying
but then we can't. Somehow we gotta.
We need a third person.
We do need a third person. If you're sitting out there at home right now, why not be sitting next to us? We're nice guys, Jay. I think we are.
I would assume we could probably talk into free admission into the game.
I think that is a part of the package. Absolutely right. I can definitely arrange that.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but I would assume that'd be fair.
That is absolutely. And without my hockey partner here, I haven't even thought about going to get popcorn yet, but there might be a bag of popcorn in it for you, too.
Oh, that's right.
We do love the popcorn.
And you usually rate the popcorn, don't you?
We do. We do. The Graham Arena popcorn is very, very tough to beat.
And it's pretty good.
No doubt about it.
It's they got the right amount of salt, which is a lot of salt, but it's the right amount.
Although I did give the award to Hastings the first year, and we didn't have an away game there last year, so they couldn't defend themselves.
Sure.
So I thought just out of respect, I I should have probably went to a game at the Hastings, which is a great place to watch hockey. Beautiful barn.
Just go up there on a Saturday on your own
Let them
to
defend
watch
it.
a game.
I did mention, I don't know how they would have ever heard it,
Hey,
but I did mention if they want to defend, somebody could bring me one. Here's a long ball
Right
being
down the
thrown.
seam.
And,
Oh.
ooh, defender was there at the same time, both going for the ball. And the ball slips through. I believe the intended receiver was Noah Hagen. That's going to bring up 4th down, and now we will absolutely see a ball off the foot of Ethan Post here, 4th and 29. I don't think they have a check down for that.
There's not
field
many plays
position.
in the playbook, especially backed up in your own end zone.
Yeah, he will be standing in his own end zone, about the corner of the goal corner for soccer games here at Ralph Pucci Field. Can't believe we didn't know that.
I feel so stupid.
And it looks like a timeout being called. Yes, timeout. Blaze. Thanks for tuning in here. This is week 1. Home opener, season opener for the Spartans. Well in control here, 44-22. But Coach Donnie Holcomb, never enough. Got to play every second, every down to the finish. That's part of the discipline. That's part of the culture that head coach Donnie Holcomb is trying to get here in Mayo.
And to this point, Mayo has kind of shot itself in the foot this quarter, other than the first drive, which was a 2-play drive.
Yeah, second play of the drive.
Right.
Yeah.
But since then, they haven't been able to do anything. So, I mean, Burnsville's hanging in with them this quarter. And this game is far from over.
So here comes a 4th and very long. Ethan Post back to punt. Don't see the number of the returner. Here's the kick.
I don't think he quite got what he wanted on that.
Fair catch at the 46-yard line. That was Liam Henke in the return position. Wisely calls for the fair catch, and now good field position starting out this drive. And the Blaze have really been able to capitalize on good field position. They did have an interception in the first quarter, first drive for the Spartans, but the defense was able to overcome that turnover and got a safety early in the game.
Yeah,
And then a muffed punt. It was a muffed punt that they got their first touchdown on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, sorry, it was the kick return.
Right.
But the muffed punt actually, well, that was intercepted by the Spartans. So at the 46-yard line, senior starting quarterback.
Unbalanced there to the right, and they run to the short or run to the weak side.
Yeah, little pitch play. 6 has it for the Blaze, and good contact there. That was Demetrius Tucker. Glad to see him back in the game. He's the player that was carried off the field in the first half. So
Right.
it looked to me like he was looking downfield, Jay. I don't know if he wanted to throw that. Did
Yeah,
you see that little glance?
a little
he did?
bit.
Yeah.
I didn't notice if they were sneaking somebody from the backside around.
Sure. So, and it looks like he got shooken up on that play again.
He got thumped pretty hard right there at the sideline.
Yeah. Probably, right in the breadbasket's where he absorbed it, and then he kind of landed on his.
Right.
The contact followed him to the ground, as it were. So with 1:33 on the game clock here, third quarter, Spartans up 22 points, 44-22. It's going to be 2nd and 12 once play resumes here. Steve Gage wants some Glazers too. I don't blame you, Steve. Ooh.
Yeah, if you throw in some Glazers, sounds like he's got a sponsorship for you.
I'll throw in an extra Glazer if I can bring it over to your house and we can have a movie night in your backyard like we used to be invited to when I lived in the same neighborhood as you, Mr. Gage. How about that? I'm going to raise you and say I want a movie night in the backyard. All right. Tucker is headed to the sideline again. Good for him. Very athletic young man. Ooh. They definitely have skill.
You think maybe we got
I think,
a Burnsville?
I think he's a Burnsville fan. Yeah, Theo Gruce, I believe, is the first Burnsville fan that I've seen in the chat. He's the one that called me out on saying Glaze. If I said Glaze, I apologize. Maybe my unconscious mind or something. But it's like 6A, second season in 6A. I believe probably the second time ever that we've played against the Burnsville Blaze, and that player definitely left too early. And that's going to be a false start or legal procedure maybe because he was moving north. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 more than it was last time. Done. See? There we go.
We just negotiated a deal.
I should have said I wanted to pick the movie too. Oh, I don't know if I don't want to watch like Alien or something like that. I'm not into those horror movies, Jay. I don't know. This Alien movie that's in the theaters, I think, is getting pretty good reviews.
The one that's supposed to scare the bejeebies out of everybody?
Yeah, but I'm most certainly not going to that one. Here's 2nd and 17. Dick Hausen.
There's a hold. Got to be a hold.
Oh, no
Didn't
flag.
call it.
No flag. Play continued. The pass attempt incomplete. Didn't see who the receiver it was intended to. Thanks for tuning in, Mr. Gruce. 81 viewers. Can't imagine all 80. The other 80 of them are Spartan fans. So we got to have some more Burnsville. We do love the chat. So let us know where you're at. Let's do a roll call. 3rd quarter roll call. Here's 3rd and long, 3rd and 17. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Dickhausen surveys the air. Snap. Yeah, that snap. Nothing he could do.
No, he just had to eat it.
It looked like he was maybe still looking to his right when the ball came off, so a little miscommunication between the center and starting quarterback on that play. So unfortunately, 4th and long is going to bring the punt team out for the Blaze, who I could absolutely see mounting a comeback here. It's what the Spartans did to them on the road in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much they came back from, but it was probably more than one score. So the tables have turned a little bit. Maybe one of these Burnsville fans in the chat can remind us. Here's a punt. Looked like went off the side of his foot. It's going to find some open space and does take a fortunate bounce. It's still in bounds. Wow. And then finally out of bounds, 32-yard line. But you wish you would have saw it. The camera didn't move. Sorry about that. But yeah, absolutely. There absolutely must be Burnsville fans out there, because driving 70 miles on a Friday night Labor Day weekend, maybe some people are up at the cabin watching this. My favorite part about doing the live stream is when we hear about people that are like in other countries. We've had people in, Sweden, or where I think Dan Gertner's wife was on a trip to Europe watching his son play hockey.
That's fantastic.
It's just awesome.
That's fantastic.
I'm sure it was probably like 4 in the morning or something like that, but here's a pass on the outside. Ooh.
Well, the cool thing about this is you can watch the game tomorrow if you want.
You can watch it on. Yes, thanks for bringing that up.
Sure.
I want to mention that as soon as this live broadcast is complete, yes, absolutely right. You can go back and watch as many times as you want. 1 second on the clock for 3rd quarter after that pass to Jacob Canfield came up incomplete. So Peterson will get one more playoff here in the 3rd quarter. And we'll sling pass to the left side. Hagen. Oh, you better get on that ball.
Yeah, he better get on it. It was forward.
Okay.
Close.
Looks like they do agree it was very, very close. But either way, Jay, coaches want to see you on the ball.
Absolutely.
No matter what,
even if
right? You can't take anything for granted. Can't assume anything. You have to get on that ball.
I mean, the ball was still thrown behind the line of scrimmage, but it was thrown forward. So it's still a forward pass.
Sure.
I think they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, they're calling it a
backwards
a fumble pass.
So there you go. That's why you jump on the ball. You can't let the refs decide the fate. You got to do it yourself. And that is that
end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate mistake. And that's going to give great field position to the Burnsville Blaze. starting out the fourth quarter where they, oh, here's the lights. Oh, this is what we've been waiting for. I think they're going to play some kind of music. Let's kill our mics and watch the show. We'll be back for fourth quarter action just after this.
And with that, the third quarter is come to an end. The score is 24 and the Braves 22.
Both of them were looking back for the ball.
The pass by Andrew Woodhouse is incomplete to Dave Depending on the play, Landon Sunday. The play is a 4th and 5.
Absolutely. There's no question, especially since it's I haven't seen him go well, right? So, big time play, 4th and 5. That's Noah Hagen, and he's still on his feet. After the play, it looks like, I believe it was Noah Hagen. I thought I saw number 7 was sweeping it off.
Penalty by Andrew Woodhouse.
Yes.
Check. Can you
You
hear
gotta
us
be able
now?
to hear us now. Wow.
I
All
hope
I hear
so.
is crowd noise.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot to say for the most part anyway, huh? We got another cramp out there. Is that Noah Hagen?
I think it's the player that made the interception. I believe it's Noah Hagen.
Yep, number 7, Noah Hagen.
Oh, that's right, because we got so excited about a potential fourth quarter swap with the music, so I jacked the volume on the mic, the camera mic.
That's right.
Another unforced error. Ooh.
Yeah, we wanted the music to go with the lights.
Yeah. That's why we have the chat open. That's why we want the feedback. We are amateurs. We're just a couple fans with technical skills, really.
Very little technical skills on my
It's
end.
the way it is. It's the way it is. It should be fixed, I hope.
Yep, it's
In a competition,
Sean says it's working now.
in a competition between mics, that crowd mic is going to win. There's a lot more people out there, and they're a lot louder. So apologies for that. We'll get that one right next time. After the interception,
There goes Beal.
here's Beal on the outside. He gets the corner, dancing at the sideline. Looked like a whistle came in. And he is going to be out of bounds, but not until he got the first down. So 1st and 10. Beal continues to move the ball. I will be excited to see, because we're not keeping track of stats at all. That would be another level. We could use a stats guy.
And then we'd run out of room in the box here for all the people we need.
But there's been quite a lot of yards gained on the ground by Isaiah Beal. Actually, 2 touchdowns taken away on penalties as well. Here's Beal making some moves. Nice block there by number 6. Did you see that block? That was Durgan, Max Durgan, sealed the inside and let Isaiah Beal get even more yards. Got to give credit to that block.
Beal's got to be approaching 300 yards. I don't know those exact stats. I'll be curious to find out, but it feels like he's on the verge of cracking 300 here eventually.
They must have a stat guy a couple doors over. We should try to see if we can't have a stat runner.
They should have somebody over there working on that, yeah.
And after the play, they're marching downfield more, so there must have been.
There was a penalty against Burnsville.
Okay.
Not sure what it was. I don't know. It must have been. It looked like a big penalty, 15 yards, so it must have been late hit or something.
Face mask, something at the end. So 1st and 10, 16-yard line is where the ball will be spotted. Isaac Peterson has been getting most of the snaps now. He is under center. Don't see this very often. Power I. It's going to be handoff to Majerus. Oh, sorry.
Yep, Majerus.
That was Majerus, yep. So it's fun for me, Jay, because when my boys were playing football, youth football, I coached a lot of these guys.
Right.
A lot of these South Side guys, same neighborhood as me. So with the youth program, you have those 4th and 5th grade years together. So I had Colin. When Colin was a 5th grader, a lot of these guys were in 4th grade. And then when Kyle was in 4th grade, a lot of these guys were 4th and 5th. So it's fun to see these guys grow up. And here's the ball up the middle, and it's Beal. Got in the end zone.
Oh, they're going to call him down at the 1.
The players were signaling touchdown, but the ref is the one who matters. He blew it dead first. Looks like they did get a first down out of that, so it's going to be 1st and goal on the 1.
And they just
on the doorstep.
Oh, we weren't set.
So they penalized themselves by going too fast, and now it's going to be 1st and 6. Wow. There you go.
Oh, it's against the defense.
Wow. Illegal substitution was the call, so it's going to be still first and goal on what they're going to call the 1, but that must have been a half the distance to the ball or to the goal move. So under center is Peterson. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to the tailback. Beal gets into the end zone for his 5th.
I was going to say, I've lost count.
I think it's 5, and it's almost certainly got to be good enough to get that player of the game nod.
Could be 5 actual touchdowns with a couple called back.
Yeah.
Or at least 1.
Outstanding effort by senior captain and running back. And there's the crowd. They love this lights. Here's the PAT attempt. Oh, they're getting there from the outside.
That was a different kicker.
Was it? It was. You're right. Give some reps. Number 4?
No.
Charlie Kipp. Who kicked that ball?
82 or 32?
Yeah.
82.
Okay.
But there is no 82 on the roster. Oh, yeah. Miles Tees. Or T.
Miles
yeah,
Tees.
Tees
Okay.
Miles.
That's the name I know from my days. Joe Tees.
Tees Miles.
Tees Miles. Is that how they have it?
Yep.
That's
So it's saying his first name is, I'm pretty sure his name is Miles.
his first name is T, his last name is Miles.
Okay. Well, congratulations to him on his PAT. It's a successful attempt.
You got the score for me?
Did that do it?
No, I'll get it.
That didn't do it.
I got it.
So 51 points on the board for the Spartans. Still 9:41 to go in the fourth. Yeah, Miles T. So they have the, yep.
They have it wrong on the
Funny.
on our sheet. So yeah, I thought that was backwards.
So that has to be in relation to the Joe T's that I went to high school with. Joe, if you're out there, hope you're doing well.
Longtime former coach here too. He coached many years.
Yeah, former coach. That's right. Oh, here's the kick, and it got away from the returner, and now it's a mad scramble for the ball. We'll see who comes out of this. It's a dog pile. And that's the effort you need on those loose balls.
Absolutely.
No matter what. So
now we're probably going to start seeing some of these other players that we haven't seen much from yet.
yeah, breakdown. Oh, player down, unfortunately. So success on opening night on the scoreboard, but Donnie Holcomb, head coach Donnie Holcomb, has plenty of work to do.
Well, that's
with I think the most glaring one is that loose ball. You got to get on that ball.
Yep.
You got to get on that ball. The some of those defensive mishaps in the first half stand out.
Yeah, the turnovers, the mistakes on defense, and the penalties.
The penalties.
I mean, they
have punished them.
The scoreboard has been kind to them, but they've really in a closer game not going to do themselves any justice if they can't clean this up.
Yeah, the season gets a lot tougher quickly. Not taking anything away from the Burnsville Blaze, but we got Eden Prairie coming up. We got Rosemount coming up. We got Lakeville North and South coming up, or at least South. One of our home games is Lakeville South. I'm excited to see them because I know last year was on the road. Those Lakeville teams, even going back to when I played athletics for Mayo back in 1999 when I graduated. Wow, 25-year reunion this last summer, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh. How'd that happen?
I got a few more years on you.
It was always Lakeville that we were competing against, and it still is.
Well, yeah, when I was coaching, it was always Lakeville that we'd meet in the sections. We had some epic battles with them.
So here's first and 20. First and 10 on the 22. Incomplete pass. Intended receiver there was Liam Henke, just out of his reach. So it'll be second and 10.
I would imagine Burnsville will be throwing the ball mostly here. Still got at least their starting quarterback in.
So here's that second down play. Dickhausen's he's gonna try to find some room, and he couldn't. Pressure got to him. Another sack for the Spartans, and I've lost count of sacks. Actually, never even started counting, but it's
right.
It's got to be in the upper singles, if not into double digits. Let's call it 7.
That's a good number. Well, pressures are at least in the double digits for sure.
Yeah, the hurries are.
Yeah.
Almost every snap they're hurried.
Right.
They're getting through that line of scrimmage, which is a very, very promising thing.
We got another
should build some confidence.
Another injured player.
So 9:14, fourth quarter action here at Ralph Pucci Field. I believe Mr. Pucci was my health teacher when I was in
Phi Ed, probably.
Phi Ed, but I remember a classroom setting where it was health for some reason. But oh yeah, Mr. Pucci, Coach Pucci, legend. Had to tune in.
What's
to
up,
watch
Kober?
My boy Spencer Kober. I thought I saw Spencer walking around the field earlier. Were you not at the game, Spence? Or no, I was thinking his dad, Blake.
Oh, you probably saw Blake.
Yeah, sorry,
I believe
So
Spencer is in
must be
Iowa at college.
Must be in college. That's right. I saw your dad, Blake.
Oh, there's a fumble. Bad snap.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope everything went well with move-in day for you. We moved my son into the college dorm this week. And I got to admit, I didn't expect to have tears in my eyes driving away, Jay, but I was a mess.
Did you hold it together until you got in the car?
I was probably tearing up well in advance of getting in the car. I was trying to fight it back, but
How did Colin do with
good.
it?
Good. Kid is nails.
That's good.
Maybe sometimes doesn't show enough emotion if I'm
Sure.
going to be critical, but hope he's loving it. He was at the Gopher game last night. All the freshmen get to go to the game. Here's a punt by the Blades.
That's
It's going to.
nice punt.
Yeah, wow.
And who's that?
Number 6, that's Sorry.
Max
I should know
Durgan.
that. Durgan. I want to say Bergen, but I knew that wasn't right. Durgan. Yeah, he just that punt just kind of took off and sailed, and
Yeah.
he had to really backpedal. He probably had to retreat a good 12 to 15 yards to field that. Did get back, made the catch, and then advanced it a few.
That was a nice punt. And sometimes as a punt returner, it's easier going back for the punt because you know that they're not going to get clocked right away. You know, you usually
Sure.
have a little time.
Sure.
So we got a new running back, new quarterback.
1st and 10, and under it is Kip, I believe. Or is that, Majerus.
Oh.
No, Kip. Charlie Kip. Charlie Kip carries the ball. He's going to get about 9 yards.
And it looks like either the running back or the quarterback went the wrong way, but he made the most of it.
Did his brother wear number 4 last season?
I don't know.
He might have. That makes it easy for me. So 2nd and 3, ball is on the 33-yard line. 7.5 minutes remain here in the 4th quarter.
And it looks like Angel Velasquez is the tailback.
Okay. 3 wide receivers to his right, single receiver left with single coverage. Kip's going to roll to the right after their kind of a low snap, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like he got much farther than that. I think it's going to be 3rd and
Long 3.
I did give him a half a yard. Long 3. Ball on the 33.
And the clock continues to run.
Stay tuned for post-game coverage. We're going to have that on-field mic in action again. We're going to announce a player of the game. Bet you can't guess who that's going to be.
We'll keep the suspense.
Should we throw a curveball? I used to pitch, and I used to love throwing curveballs, Jay. The long snapper. Player of the game.
There's been a couple different ones in this game. They better hurry up or they're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, just 1 second to get it off. They do call a timeout. They had 3 in their arsenal, so that'll knock them down to 2. Burnsville actually did take a timeout earlier. I better clean that up. We've got some game notes ourselves for the live stream. If you've enjoyed it, wow, 14 is a freshman I just saw in the chat. That's
Burnsville?
phenomenal. Adrian Wenzel, yeah, look at that cornerback, freshman, 6 foot, 150 as a freshman. That's good size.
Yeah, that's impressive to get on the field on varsity action as a freshman.
As a freshman, yeah, no matter what the state of your program, that's outstanding. So here's 3rd and 2. Oh, they've given him an extra yard. In the meantime, here's a handoff and moving the ball forward was the tailback. He's going to gain the sticks, and that's a 1st down, Spartans.
I think that might be sophomore Max Erickson running the ball there, number 37.
Okay.
Yep. So getting some young guys in here now.
So Kip has the ball moving, got 1st down. Let's see what they can do from this. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Kip takes a snap, handoff to Velasquez. He's running the ball to the near side. And it's about 5 yards, so halfway home on first down. That's the formula, Jay.
Absolutely.
Run the ball, get 4, run the ball, get 4, run the ball, get first down.
Velasquez is a compact runner, isn't he?
Yeah. They got a size on the sheet?
Yeah, he's 5'7", 160 pounds, which is pretty stout for 5'7".
5 minutes and change left in the contest. Spartans have just 6 seconds to get the ball off. They better move. 4. And they do get it off. Kip has some room to run right. And cornerback turned him to the inside, and then the pursuit got there, but he's right near the sticks. Looks like they are going to give him the first down, and it is another Spartan first down.
Keep the sticks moving here.
That's right, another first down for the Spartans, and moving the ball quite well here late in the game.
And you like to see that when you bring in your backups, that they can execute your offense.
Yeah, have some success.
You know, a lot of times it's not usually a throwing situation, but it's nice to see the offensive line, which is probably all backups for the most part, getting movement against the defensive line.
Kip takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Velasquez. He comes near side again, tries a stiff arm, but that player wrapped up nicely on the tackle, and Velasquez is down. Looks like he's going to lose about a yard.
He did a fantastic job switching the ball to his outside hand so he could get that stiff arm attempt.
Yep, good catch there, or good eyes. You do have that aforementioned eagle eye vision that I mentioned.
Oh, that's actually one of my pet peeves when it comes to running backs.
Sure.
That they don't switch the ball to the outside so they can protect it.
So now from the near hash, Kip will have 12 yards to go on this second down attempt. Ball is on the 21-yard line. Dangerous little shuffle pass. And ball carrier number 37 again. That's Max Erickson.
Those are 4 tough yards right there.
Sets up a 3rd and 5. Clock continues to run. Out of 3 minutes.
3rd and 8.
Well, 3 minutes and 10 seconds now. Clock continues to go.
Now, this could be a throwing situation.
Erickson's a single tailback behind Kip. And it's another handoff. Erickson dropped it, but then picks it up, has a little bit of room, and he's going to break free, head to the corner, and get to the end zone. That's Max Erickson into the end zone, his first touchdown. Possibly ever. I'm not sure the stat on that, but congratulations, Max Erickson.
You know, and sometimes that bobble where you drop it and it bounces right back into your breadbasket, that's just enough to let the defense ease up, think that they're going to be able to get you.
Sure.
It happens more times than you think, where you bobble it, you pick your head up, you're running with the ball, and you got an alley because they let up. They let up that split second.
And capitalizing on that. Oh, here's the PAT. Sorry about the camera. Now that I got rid of that, I'm not paying any attention to the camera. It's weird. Still got work to do. This game ain't over yet, and that's the message Coach Donnie Holcomb has on the field as well. This game ain't over. We got work, boys. Let's go. And they add another one, 58-22. Not a perfect game by any means, but the offense is getting it done. And maybe that's a little bit to do with the scouting report by former player Theo Gruss. This run game has been a thorn in the side, it seems, for the Burnsville Blaze for at least 2 seasons, probably longer.
I would think the stats would prove that tonight for sure with the total run yardage for the Spartans. As you can see, it wasn't just Beal that can run the ball, you know.
Yeah, Erickson looked good on that.
We've been able to run it even with the second team. And that's nice that second team comes in and chews up clock, doesn't make mistakes, moves the ball down the field, you got to be really happy with that second group if you're the coach.
So number 82 is going to give a kick to this one.
Tees.
Yeah, it's Tees. Not even. Is he even on the roster?
Yeah, he's down at the bottom on the roster.
I see it. Yeah. So Miles Tees. Possibly looking to fill the shoes of Ethan Post next season. Ethan graduates this year as a senior. Waiting for the go-ahead whistle. And there it is. So now the ball will be kicked. Tees. Little screamer. It's going to get there quick. He's going to have plenty of time to run. A little block in the back there, it looked like, but not called.
An old screamer. I haven't heard a kickoff described as a screamer in a long time.
Got any plans for Labor Day, Jay?
I believe I'm working on Labor Day.
All right, yeah.
I labor on Labor Day.
The work never ends.
No.
Isn't that fitting, yeah?
We used to hear that when we were football players here at Mayo with our coaches. We
Sure.
we labor on Labor Day.
Okay.
So nobody ever took Labor Day off for practice, and I guess I've kind of continued that.
Yeah. It's a good mindset to have. You got work to do. You might as well get it done. Sometimes it's a good day to work because you can get more work done.
There's
right?
hardly anybody out and about on the roads, too. It's kind of nice. But, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd much rather be doing something fun.
I got golfing in my plans. That's going to be fun.
Should have good weather.
Looks like new quarterback in for the Blaze. Handoff up the middle. A nice run there by number 5, Foster. Has a touchdown in the game for the Blaze. The new quarterback in the game is number 12. Don't have him on the original roster. Let me check my backup roster. Man in motion. Snap and another handoff. No, fake.
Oh, fake and an option.
An option on the outside with room to run. He's going to get the first down and then tackled just after gaining the sticks.
Nico Berry in on that tackle, along with a couple other Spartans.
Did you get a name on the new quarterback, Jay?
I don't have him. He's not on our roster.
Number 12. Shoot.
Maybe Isaac. Our Burnsville connection in our chat. Sophomore quarterback, number 12, Isaac.
Isaac, that away. Thank you.
Thank you, Theo.
So Isaac in the pistol here. Looks like they're running the same offense. That's good. Get the boys used to it. Here's a snap and a handoff. I don't trust any of the handoffs anymore, Jay. This late in the game.
No, right.
I'm watching the ball now, which I probably should be doing anyways.
Right.
I'm not taking anything for granted.
They have rode that fake really well in that mesh point of the option.
Yeah.
Made you look twice a few times for sure.
Couple nice drives. Sapansky. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. Isaac Sapansky. And that's going to do it for the game. As the clock winds down, and it is victory at home week 1. Spartans are going to win this one 58-22. Boys line up to shake hands. And yeah, I mean, good to get a win on opening night, of course. 58 points on the scoreboard is never a bad thing.
No, and as a coach, you like the victory, you like the effort, you like the points, but you also like that you have something to work on.
Yes.
Something to hang your hat on,
Yep.
something you can drill, kind of keep these kids grounded a little bit.
It's kind of a win-win-win situation, right?
It is,
Like,
yep.
Yeah.
For sure. And, a lot of times if it's a blowout, the kids start getting a big head, start thinking that they don't have to put in the work. Well, they know they got to put in the work with the turnovers. Not very often do you lose the turnover battle, the penalty game, and still come out with a win like this.
Right.
So there's plenty to work on.
Absolutely.
But a good first start, and as always, you take the victory when you can get it.
Yeah, good start on the field. I'm going to go ahead and call it a good start for us here in the booth. I thought it Went pretty good. Couple unforced errors.
There's a few hiccups.
We can shore that up.
We had a few penalties on our end.
We did. I fumbled it at least twice.
Overall, good win, good effort by everybody. The fans, the student section was great.
And dressed up, all in sport coats and like jogging shorts. Let's see if we can get a look at some of these students as they exit the field. Got dad's ties on, most likely. I hope. Do you think these young men tied those ties themselves, or did they say, "Hey, Dad"?
No, I think they were all tied for them and then hung over their neck.
I think it's a good idea to learn a tie out there in YouTube land.
If you don't know how, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to show you.
That's right.
I know
use
for a
YouTube.
fact.
Yeah. Use our platform. You can do pretty much anything. I learned how to do sheetrocking, your trade.
Right.
When I was doing my garage after my sons took the shooting tarp down, the hockey shooting tarp was decimated behind it. That sheetrock had to be replaced. YouTube. But to be honest, now that I am in a work from home environment, I don't wear ties anymore.
I
used to
suppose
wear a
not.
tie every day, yeah.
Unless you have a Zoom meeting or something,
Like
right?
that. Well, then it's jogging shorts down low, just like these boys look like.
Yep.
In the
well,
boys and
hey,
girls, I should say, because I think the girls are all dressed up too. Sorry.
The way
about
the
that.
kids are all dressed up, that's the new business
That's
attire.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly
It's
what
the
I look
stay
like.
home, work from home business attire. Zoom meeting
Exactly.
attire.
Exactly right. So stay tuned. We do have player of the game interview forthcoming. Joe Canfield, my cousin, great work. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, he called it a podcast even.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Does that mean we get
Official.
monetized?
I don't know. Maybe we can sell. Well, we're trying to sell ads. Maybe we can monetize it some way. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's just fun to bring it to the people. I don't know what we had for views. I'm sure you can tell me.
The
but
nice thing is YouTube stats can tell us what our peak viewing audience was. You know, I'm sure it's people are coming and going.
Sure.
It's a Friday night. You know, whatever you're doing. Some people maybe jump in and just check the score, but we will be able to get those stats as well, and we will learn from our mistakes, and we'll keep this thing going. Our next broadcast is going to be September 19th, right here at Ralph Pucci Field. I believe that's against Rosemount.
Yes, against Rosemount.
Right. Do you know who they play on the road the next two games?
They play Egan next.
Egan's next. Okay,
Yep.
That's next week. Celebration time on the field. Fans out there as well. So Egan next on the road, and then another road game following that. Oh, we never got any scores in from around the league.
So we got Egan next, and then Farmington.
Egan, Farmington. So I know that Spartans beat Farmington here on homecoming last year, so that's going to be a good matchup.
So, these first three games are for sure winnable.
Okay.
And then the schedule gets tough. We play Lakeville South and North back-to-back weeks.
Back to back.
Yep.
And I think-
Followed by Eden Prairie.
Okay.
So that's a gauntlet right there.
So the schedule definitely ramps up in terms of difficulty.
I got a few scores from around the area if you're interested.
Yeah, give it to us.
So we got Chatfield over Red Wing, 39-7. Castlemanorville over Delano, 20-7. Leroy Ostrander currently over Kingsland with 2 minutes left. It's 35-26, but Kingsland has the ball. Caledonia over Lourdes, 28-0. And the defending state champion Stewartville Tigers over Waseca, 24-6.
Okay. Congratulations to all those teams. And wish the best of luck to the Burnsville Blaze in the remainder of their season. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody in viewership land that joined the broadcast, really appreciate the attendance. And the comments in the chat were very helpful.
They were.
Very helpful.
That chat saved us quite a few times.
Yeah. We would have had that mic open the rest of the game.
we would
I mean,
have.
no doubt about it.
There's been times that I haven't been on the chat, but I've texted you during your hockey broadcast.
Yeah,
hey,
you were
fix this.
Talking about saving me. You've done that plenty of times. Absolutely right. So the celebration continues on the field. We will wait for our player of the game announcement and interview. That should be coming up.
So do we get to interview the player of the game?
No, I think it's going to be Rob again down on the field. Same mic, yeah.
Just grabbing somebody? Is he get to do interview the player of the game?
Nope. Let's talk about it right now, and then we got to message him.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a very clear offensive threat that was all over the place in Isaiah Beal. What's your best argument for another player?
I don't have an argument for one single other player, but I would say a group of players could be players of the game, and that would be the offensive line.
The offensive line, I like that. That's a very strong argument because the way the game works, right? You got to have that blocking up front.
Absolutely,
to give your running back that space.
They opened up the holes for Isaiah to run, and the quarterbacks never had a whole lot of pressure, so they did a good job protecting the quarterbacks too when they did throw. So
that's right.
They would be players of the game, part 2.
That's a very good analysis, Jay. So who do you want?
I'm going with Isaiah.
Okay.
Yep, for sure.
And it looks like
Rob's got Isaiah right now. I think he already knew who the player of the game was going to be.
You knew. He had it all. So let's get set for that.
This is going to be awesome.
Make sure we have this prepared. Zoom in on Mr. Rob Cawthorn, and we will send it to him now with the player of the game.
Okay, yep.
All right, Spartan fans, we have the Mayo Touchdown Club player of the game, Isaiah Beal. Isaiah, congratulations on a great game. Seemed like you had it going from the get-go. What was working for you tonight?
The runs, because of the linemen, they're blocking really well. All thanks to them, we got those touchdowns. So, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there was some good holes there, but a lot of creativity on your part. Does that just come natural to you, or how do you see some of those cutback lanes where you were making some of those big runs?
Just work hard in practice and dial in practice, getting better, keep on getting better each practice, and it comes natural.
Nice. Well, great game. Proud of you. Keep working hard. And we got Mayo Touchdown Club player of the game, and along with that, we give you a $25 gift card from the Mayo Touchdown Club to Applebee's. Congratulations, and have a great season, but keep working hard.
Appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Thanks, Isaiah. Great game. All right, Bodie, there it is. The Mayo Touchdown Club player of the game, Isaiah Beal, with a great rushing attack. Gave a lot of credit to his offensive line, but a lot of those runs, he made it happen himself. So back up to you guys. See you guys in a couple weeks.
There you have it. Well done, Mr. Rob Cawthorn with the player of the game, Isaiah Beal, and you saw it right there in the interview.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a captain. He's a captain.
Yep.
That's the right mindset to have, especially in this game. It's the ultimate team game.
Yeah.
You have to have 11 guys on the field working together to make it happen. Of course, Isaiah Beal does get a lot of the glory for getting the ball in the end zone, but it is a team game. It's those guys up front that made it happen. So outstanding.
Yeah, that was fantastic to have that player interview. That was one of a kind, and what a good deal.
Well,
and this whole team, going back to the coaches show that we watched earlier, you had the captains talk.
Yep.
And they all talked about how this team is a team. They do stuff together all the time, not just football. They're hanging out together, the camaraderie. They play for each other.
So close that they don't even think about what grade you're in. There's
no division.
There's no division.
No
there's
division
no lines.
whatsoever.
It's a team, and that's a beautiful thing to hear. If you haven't caught that coaches show yet, it's right here on this same YouTube channel. It's got the captain's interview that Jay just mentioned. Also a nice interview with a student who has an awesome program going at the school. And then, of course, the one-on-one discussion with head coach Donnie Colcom. We'll have another one next week.
That's right. Tune in.
With probably more insight into this game and where they go from here. So we'll see what kind of things he talks about on those mistakes. 58 points, yeah, great. But we got work to do, boys, and Coach Holcomb will have the boys ready for that next game on the road against Egan.
And where can they find that coach's interview?
It's on so it's the same YouTube channel that you just watched this live stream. Be sure to subscribe, and it's at Mayo Spartan Warriors is the handle.
And when you subscribe, you will get notified when new things get posted on that?
Yes, if you turn on alerts. So you got to subscribe and turn on alerts, and then you'll get the alert as soon as we go live our next broadcast, which will be September 19th.
So you'll never miss a broadcast if you subscribe and turn on the alerts.
That's absolutely right, and you'll never miss one of the coaches' interviews that gets published as well.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining me, Jay. That was outstanding. You did a great job. I hope
you
you want to come back, and I'm gonna be asking you back because that was easy.
That was smooth. Yep, that was fun.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, have a great night. Happy Labor Day out there. Stay safe, be safe, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks, everybody.